Good afternoon, ladies and gents. So I don't normally stream on a weekend, but I did say I would, and it's Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition. I've actually really been enjoying this game. Now, if you want to see me play the campaign, well, you're going to have to go to my YouTube channel and check out my Deathwing series. Now, I did quickly play the Deathwing campaign again on the Enhanced Edition, and let me just quickly show you why. So we're going to be playing the special missions. Now, you can do it single player on here, or you can set up a multiplayer game, which means you can play solo and with friends, because if you play the special mission on here, you'll actually have the two AI guys who actually join you in the campaign. So let me just show you quickly. Now, if you've just bought this game, then you're going to want to actually play the campaign first, I think. But if you ever bought Space Hulk Deathwing, you've got this game for free. Now, you can actually transfer your progress from the base game to this game. However, you have to have the base game installed still, and you can check out the official forums for that. However, this is why. Now, if I want to pick a mission, if I've completed the first map, that's unlocks that one, and you can figure out what happens with this one. Yeah, basically, if you finish the base campaign, you've unlocked all of the maps. Now, the reason for why you want to actually do the base campaign in the first game and transfer your progress over if you can, is simply because otherwise you don't have to do this again. You can actually check out the official forums, and there's a thread on there that's pinned, and you can basically go, okay, well, I've completed the base game. Why would I want to complete the enhanced edition again? Well, you don't have to. If it's if it's installed, you basically move a file over. But I have the base game uninstalled a long time ago, so yeah, I just redid the base campaign, and it doesn't matter. There's no achievements to do for the base campaign other than what skills you unlock. So I just completed it on easy mode just to get it done out of the way, just so I could actually check out the new stuff, which is the special missions. And that is exactly what we're getting started on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the special missions like on single player for a bit with AI. Then I'm going to move over to multiplayer and do some solo. And then I'm going to probably try, depending on how long that's going to take me, I'm going to try and do some ones with like some other people, like with some randoms. Excuse me. All right then. Well, the thing is about walking into these is, if you're not familiar with the special missions, there are random spawn points on each map, and there's also a random number of missions you'll get, kind of if you think like the base campaign. Because, yeah, you get your map, but once you've done a mission, you'll then get another mission and stuff like that. So, now I don't know what this next one's going to be. Now, I actually tallied this, and I think you can have anywhere between 4 and 6 missions, like as standard. Also, you may notice we can't pick the difficulty setting, which means it should be on normal by standard. So, and yes, there are 4 relics on this map. Now, if you don't want to know where the relics are, you can close your eyes for a second, because one of them is there on Control W101. If you also remember the base campaign, there was a relic that was over here, and that's not there. There's different locations on the special missions, it seems. So yeah, there's one in there, and there is one over here, like in that little corner over there, like in this one. Yeah, you can see where my mouse is, right there. And then the third relic is here, right there. Now, I think the 4th relic is it's going to be somewhere over here, but I really can't remember, so. Anyway, let's just go straight to it. Let's jump in and deploy. So, as standard, you spawn as this guy if you're playing on single player, which is, of course, the guy from the campaign. But we're not going to do that because I've been playing this game a lot, and my favourite character is the Apothecary. Now, let me just explain something. I'm going to go over the customization and leveling up stuff once I actually gain another level, because it's so much easier just to show you. But if you're familiar with the campaign, let me just deploy for a moment, but if you're familiar with the campaign, this guy, the Apothecary, he needs this to actually do any healing whatsoever, whereas as a player, it just reduces your cooldown times, which is of course what I have, which I can show you right there. So yeah. That's what I've got because I don't do much melee. There are much better melee weapons to pick, but it's a lot better just to have this on because your cooldown times are actually quite long otherwise. Now, the reason why I'm not going to be having this guy as my apothecary is because, basically, just like the campaign, he has a certain number of charges when he heals. He also doesn't heal himself, even though that's a separate ability, and he doesn't heal anyone else. You have to tell him to do that, and it's a pain in the ass. So, we're going to go back on here, and Brother Nahum, what are we going to give him? I think we're going to give him a Thunder Hammer, which also gives him a Storm Shield. Because, yeah, this keeps him alive a lot. Now, I'm not entirely sure on this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but seeing as I play the Apothecary, and I've upgraded all the Apothecary's armor and stuff, I think that transfers onto him, because he's also an Apothecary. As for this guy, he just dies all the time, because I have no upgrades on him, so... yeah, you know what, you can just keep the Assault Cannon. So, here we go. And there he is. Looking all fancy. But, as for what upgrades I have, I'm just going to show you once I level up again, because it's just so much easier to do it that way.
Brothers,
and let's do a mission.
Protect the tech priests while they perform the ritual of
okay, so the random mission we've been given is go over here, secure these things, which are like different vents, and then go help the apothecaries, so we'll do that. And of course, yeah, we've been given a mission that's all on the other side of the map, so fun times. As for what we're going to be fighting, that is, again, random. So, I'll tell you what, seeing as we can actually go past this, let's just do that. Now, this isn't always... Oh, shit! Hello. This is one of the new enemies in the map. Now, yeah, I've turned the audio way down so you can actually hear me talking, because as standard it is really, really loud. So, just let me know if you need me to turn it up at all. Alright. Now, sometimes when you're actually doing this, the mission you actually get, or will get later on, is you need to escape. And, like, areas like this are just blocked off. Which is actually kind of interesting, because it means all of a sudden you need to find a completely different route around the map. Ow! Fuck. Also, another problem with playing with the AI is you're always the one up front. Okay back there, buddy? Yeah, he's fine. Now, the way they do health in this game is very... Oh, shit. Is very interesting. Like, you can see on the right-hand side, basically that's my Terminator, and anything that goes yellow, orange, or red is just showing how much health I have in my different body parts. Hey, Devote, how's it going? Oh, God, hello. Now, as standard, you may have seen that from the campaign, you actually have to add that upgrade to your character. Oh, shit. Those things are a pain in the ass. They literally just explode on contact with anyone or when they die, and it hurts a lot. Ow. Oh, it's so much easier to actually shoot them at range with this on, because the amount of levels I've done where you just kind of have to, like, go, is there anything up there? I can't really tell, but we're fine. Oh, hello. Get out of here. And, of course, you can hear the relic by the whispers. I mean, I can hear it quite clearly. I don't know if you guys can, but... Relic! That's 500 XP. Done. Of course, another problem with AI is we need to walk past a turret, which is annoying to destroy, but I'm just going to run past it. The question is the AI just going to stand there shooting at it because it's an enemy? Going to have to run. Oh, fuck me. Right, let's not die here. I've got my AoE ability, which is an AoE heal. It doesn't do a huge amount of healing, as you can probably see in the bottom left. But it does the job every now and then. And run past the turret. Because hacking in multiplayer is disabled. Hacking is a thing you can do... Sorry, hacking for turrets, I should say. Ow, fucking hell. Hacking for turrets is something that's disabled in the multiplayer, but you can still hack doors. Ow! That hurts. So as you can see, my entire torso is wrecked from that. They do so much damage regardless of what difficulty you're on, but... Self-heal. There we go. Because that's the thing, self-heal is completely different to healing an ally, which is my ability number 1. And if this guy was just a regular apothecary, he doesn't even heal himself as standard, because of course he's got a number of charges, whereas as you can see, I'm just on cooldowns right now. So anyway, let's go this way. Alright, now I have also been playing on the multiplayer mode and actually soloing these missions. And, oh yeah, this is where the 4th one is. Forgot about that one. I can hear breathing. I don't know if you can hear breathing, and I don't mean me. There's one. Yeah, we're definitely on at least easy or normal as standard, but if you play a multiplayer, you can actually crack the difficulty up to a ridiculously hard setting, which was what I was playing a lot of yesterday as well, and on Thursday, which is why I'm also level 15, because you get a lot more XP for playing on harder difficulty settings, and it seems like the only changes that actually makes is the amount of damage that you will actually take and the amount of XP you'll gain, because you can actually just get one-shotted by enemies that aren't actually that difficult to do. Like the warrior gene stealers, they can one-shot you if they hit you in the head. That's on the hardest difficulty setting, they just one-shot you. Now, it's a shame you don't get achievements for it, because I actually completed the hardest difficulty setting solo as the apothecary. I won't lie to you, it took a lot of attempts and I died for God knows how many attempts, but I eventually managed to do it. Alright, I'm actually going to lock some of these. See, that's the hacking thing you can actually do. That's still in, of course. Right. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so you can break down doors, and here's the problem, right? I'm locking these doors so less actual aliens can get to me, because I'm going to be fighting in the next area just over there, and you can't actually close the door on this side. So, of course, you can actually see on the minimap, there's these little white things. That's actually like a little gene stealer head, and that shows where the aliens can spawn. So of course there's one through there, so I locked the door. What did smart apothecary with the thunderhammer do? He went, there's an alien on the side of there. The moment the door closed, he thought, I want to go hit the alien, so he just knocked the fucking door down, which is something you can do on the smaller doors, because you're supposed to be able to do that, but the door's broken now, which means I can't stop it. Thanks, buddy. Right, now it says secure the area, but the first thing I'm actually going to do is this, since I don't see anything on my minimap. Now the minimap does actually show you where some of the enemies actually are. You can actually see like a white pulse. That's the sound of enemies. And because I can, and I kind of need to shut these doors. I don't really need to, saying that, I'm confident enough, I've got enough upgrades on this character, and I have completed the harder difficulty, so I don't really need to lock all the doors, but I'm going to do it anyway. You're not coming in here. Oh, shit. You know what? Go over there. You can actually order these guys around. I'm going to tell him to go stand over there. Oh, he broke the fucking door. You know what? I hate this guy already. Fucking hate him. And you know what? Follow me. I told him to go stand in the corner. Stand in the naughty corner. Because he keep breaking my doors. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go fight something. Just don't. Anyway, first things first. Let's get the other relic that's over here. There we go. That is 3, and now we have to... It says protect these guys. You actually don't need to protect them, you just need to survive, because nothing actually attacks them, and they've got to have, either infinite health, or, I don't know, because the aliens never attack them anyway. And I've never seen any of these die. So basically just survive while the calculation's running at the top. Which, fortunately, you can just about see, so... Now I'm actually going to have to go heal this guy. Come here. There you go. It's like a melee thing, you have to go and heal them, but I'm responsible for healing. And honestly, I think when it comes to putting a team together, especially in the harder difficulty settings, you need to think about it. So if someone dies, it's actually quite a long recharge time. It's like over 200 seconds recharge until someone actually respawns. Or if you have the tactical or the what are they called? The new character. I forget what he's called actually. But if you have one of those two, then they actually have a revive ability, which is kind of annoying. It'd be nice if the apothecary could revive, but honestly, when you think about it, that's probably the only reason why you might want to play the tactical guy, is because he can revive people. He also has a damage shield as well, but that's not amazing. God. Oh, don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. Now what I do like to do is just pop my AoE heal every now and then. Come here. There you go. Because it is useful just to top people up, because it's not actually a very big heal. Like my self-heal heals me to full. And from what I've seen so far, my healing others always heals them to full as well. Whereas my AoE heal probably does about a third of somebody's health, but it is an AoE heal, so it heals everybody at the same time, so that's actually a good thing to top people up on. Oh god. I don't like that noise, because I know exactly what it is. Like, for example, he's on about a third health right now. Let's see how much health he actually gets. Yeah, it does about a quarter of somebody's health. It puts about 2 blocks back on them. Yeah, because this is the thing. The way they've done the health for yourself, showing the thing on the right, is very interesting, don't get me wrong. But what I'm missing out on is in the bottom left, you've got a very clear health bar as to how much health somebody has, and I'd actually rather have that. Right, now when you complete an objective, we'll be given another objective. But at the same time, we can also go back in here, which allows us to change our weapons, re-equip. Anyone who's died now respawns in here. And you, I'm taking that off you. I can't let him have that. So, that's me. Let's give him... Oh, Lightning Claw's gonna do the same thing. Let's give him a Stormbolter and... Let's give him a Mace. Just for the sake of difference. We've already got a Power Fist on this guy, just so you can actually see what this is. This is something you actually unlocked from pre-ordering the first game, and I've still got it, of course. So there you go. I'll allow you to have that. Do we want to get this guy to keep the Assault Cannon now we have 2 Stormbolters? Because something you have to bear in mind is the tougher enemies have armor on. As you can see, he's got anti-armor, whereas 2 Stormbolters don't. They don't have any anti-armor at all. So, he's not very good at using it, but Plasma Cannon, anti-armor, look how much fucking damage that does. It's a good gun to use, but it's a slow recharge. And the reason why I'm actually using that is because Broodlords are a thing, and it takes forever to actually kill one with a Stormbolter. I'm not joking. Okay, right. Let's go back in. Now bear in mind it just drops you back in where you left off. So there are still enemies just waiting around. Ow! So if you think you can just run away and escape into one of these portals, yeah, good luck with that. Oh, we've got to defuse a bomb. Okay. Fortunately, the calculation didn't start until we were back in, but yeah. Right, now they'll be happy to know we're actually going to be knocking down some of these doors, because we actually need to get through on a much faster route. So, come on. There we go. My melee power isn't as good as like a Power Fist or a Thunderhammer, which just one-shots those doors. I have to hit them several times. Now I'm going to run, which you can see is my blue charge bar on the right-hand side of my my armor display. But let's keep on going. They're alright. Yeah, we've got a long way to actually go, and at least these guys will be moving and shooting at the same time, which is something you have to get used to. Is, especially when you're playing solo, like for example if you're just running down a corridor and all the enemies are behind you, you just have to basically just play like this and just walk backwards a lot of the time, because you need to keep moving in this game. Rushing areas is a bad idea, but standing still just means the enemies will just keep spawning. So it's infinite spawn. The enemies have an infinite spawn. Like, there's enemies who are just as standard standing around, but it's infinite spawn on every single enemy. So if you just stand in one place thinking we'll just whittle the numbers down, then good luck with that. Oh god, turrets are so fucking powerful, but good thing I know that one's there. Like for example, if I could actually just stay stood here for the entire mission. I'm gonna give myself a buff for that. But if I just stand here, all that's going to happen is I'll just be fighting enemies the entire time, and the timer on that bomb is now at 50%, so I need to get a fucking move on. Oh shit. No, you come here. There we go. God Christ, he nearly died there. I took a lot of damage doing that, so I hope you're grateful about it. Now one thing you can do with the would you, oh my god, get over here, for fuck's sake, is you can actually tell your allies what to do. But I want one of you to lock that door. The other one of you can follow me, because we're locking both of these doors, considering where they go. I don't want enemies to follow up behind me, so come on. You can lock that door. Go on. Oh, there we go. Shit, I probably shouldn't reload. One thing I got is I increased the ammo counter of my weapon, just so I don't reload as much. But I have the habit of just reloading my gun. Like, if I fire one bullet, if I think I have a chance to reload, I just reload. This isn't pumping out much health, but alright. There's still a bunch of enemies behind us. And the next room's a difficult one. Oh fuck, I don't have enough time to do this. Okay. I actually don't know what happens if you fail the defuse timer. I don't know if it just goes mission failed, or it just kills you with a big explosion, which will of course fail the mission, so... That's a psyker. At a distance, it actually kind of looks like the enemies have doubled, but it just does that so you can't snipe people so easily. So of course there is no sniper rifle in this game. Thing is, it's actually really like the Stormbolter. Oh fuck. Speaking of snipers, he has a las cannon. Oh, don't hit me with that. It's really fucking powerful. There we go. Should be able to get this quite easily. Top myself up. Oh fuck. This is the thing, I'm used to playing in the harder difficulty settings, and those human guys, they don't seem too difficult, but on the hardest difficulty setting, they basically shoot your face off. Terminator or not, dying in this game is quite simple. Oh, come here. There you go. Right, I haven't really checked what the next mission is, because I wasn't really listening. But once we've cleared this area out... I say clear it out, as I said, more enemies are going to spawn here, but once enough enemies are dead, I'll actually, you know... have a quick check on the minimap. Right, you can cover me. What are we doing? Sent a distress signal. Unfortunately, it's not far away. Because bear in mind, it gives you random missions, and of course random locations for where you start the map, and random locations for where your actual mission objective is. So, I mean, there'll be set numbers around the map, but there's probably like at least 8 like different locations where, for example, the rescue mission, which we have right now, could actually spawn. There's loads of places. These maps are huge. And that's why I like the replayability of this game. Is the thing about Vermintide is it's the same objective on the same map repeatedly. Whereas, yeah, the map's the same on this, but you don't know what objectives you're going to get, you don't know what order you're going to get them in. So there's actually quite a lot. Like, I'm still playing this game and still coming across new objectives that I've not seen before. Okay, he's going to need to heal, but you need to get in here. Come on. Right, lock that door, would you? In my hand, right. Okay. Apothecary's okay, he's not taking too much. Right, fortunately we locked these doors earlier, so... there's only one way in here. 2 ways in here, actually. Was that what I thought it was? You have to get used to the roars in this game to figure out what enemies are actually far away, and I think we have one of the big guys coming at us. Oh boy. You guys are helping me, right? Fire your guns, please. You kind of put me off. Okay. The only advantage we have is I think a Broodlord has spawned, but it can't get into this area because it's too big. It's like the one advantage you have against shit like that. See, these are the warrior ones, who are quite big. Now, ideally, I'd like to lock that door over there, but if you move too far away from the location you've started on, then you basically have a timer before it makes you fail. You have to get back on the objective area. Oh yeah, that's definitely a warrior strain. There's like small, medium, and large. Large is the warrior strain, and they're obviously the toughest. They have armor on. There's the human ones, which have like assault rifles or rocket launchers, which you've seen already. There's the huge mutated ones, which have a las cannon or a huge sword thing. You haven't seen the sword one yet, but you've seen one with a las cannon. Then there's 2 types of huge ones I get confused with. because they both look like Broodlords to me, but one of them actually is called something else. I don't really know the difference other than the Broodlord is the most powerful and the toughest. Now, the reason why you lock doors is, of course, notice how they're only coming from one angle. That's because we've locked the doors coming from the other way. They've only got that area, which has no door on it, and there's a door off to the right. Ow! So far, we're doing alright. But just like Left 4 Dead, you also have like huge hordes of enemies attacking you, and you've just got infinite ammo. So, well, actually saying that, you don't have infinite ammo with Left 4 Dead unless you've got the pistols, but you know what I mean. Try and hold them off. Now what I'll do is I'll do a few maps with the AI, and then I'll move on to doing some other maps on multiplayer and doing them solo, because I'll be much more likely to die, but it's more of a challenge. Also, we're only playing on normal anyway, so I'll probably play on normal for a bit. I'm soloing, just so I don't die all the time, because yeah, I die a lot on the hardest difficulty setting, but you get so much more XP. Okay, we're nearly done. You can see on the map it's telling me there's sound coming from the upper right, like over there. It's because there's enemies coming towards me. There's a lot of spawn locations over there, so going in that place is just death. Here we go. Now there are 3 different upgrades you can have for the optical part of your weapon, which will make more sense when I actually show you when I level up. You can have one which highlights... There we go, mission accomplished. That was our final mission there. And how long does that take me? About a third of the way to leveling up. So I'll just quickly show you what upgrades I actually have. But I'll show you a bit more once I actually level up again, because it's just a lot easier to do it that way. But the thing about playing solo is because I didn't actually pick a variety, we're just going to go back to the main menu. Quickly go on customization. Because if you wonder what optical thing I have, by default you don't have any. And we were the apothecary. And on weapons, Stormbolter. I don't know why it does that. This is the thing, like, it doesn't load the default skin properly, so I'll pick a different one, just for now, and I'll show you what's weird about it. So you've got 3 optical modules here, and this is all the different slots you have for upgrades. And that's the skin you've got there, because I have the default on right now. And you can highlight invisible enemies, which are quite easy to see already. There's this one, which... when you zoom in, everything goes into like white and grey and black, which is really bright and I don't like it. And there's the bioscanner, which is what you have by default in the main campaign, and that just makes the enemies easier to see when you're zooming in. Anyways, right, let's put the skin back on. Oh, we had it for a second then. Gonna show everyone what skin I've got on or not? There we go. It's basically that one. Yeah, that's the actual skin I have on. I don't know why it's not showing it, but there we go. Anyways, we'll show you more of that when I level up. And I've got 2/3 to go, so back to special missions. So that was basically the first mission from the campaign we played on there. So, the second mission of the campaign, let's get to it, shall we?
Your victories aboard the Alethro.
What that guy is basically telling you before you're running there is basically because you finished a mission, you've basically cleared out an area so you can go do missions in there again. But of course, as you can see, it's still full of aliens, so... Alright, Cadia's Hand is mission well, not mission number 2. Now, what I actually kind of like about this game is you basically spawn on a map, and once you've finished a mission, you're given another one. And it's like on the main campaign, you're given like several missions in the same map. And when, of course, you do special missions, it kind of does the same concept, but the missions are completely random. However, the reason why I say you should play the campaign first is because there are missions in this game you'll only ever get on the campaign, because of course they're story missions, and there are missions you'll only get on here first. Now, there are 5 relics on this map. Let's see, one of them is there, in this supposed hidden room, even though you can kind of see it on the map. Where else have you got? Because I don't really play this one very much, so I don't really know where everything is. It's also a good thing just to have a look around, just to kind of familiarise yourself with where stuff is. How much running around you have to do. Now, you don't actually know what my mission is until I spawn in, so... Here we go. And let's see now. Let's give these guys their weapons. We're going to be the Apothecary again, because he's my favourite character. As for you, give you a melee weapon. And keep you with a Stormbolt, so you don't really have much choice. That's the thing about, I might as well show you, is, like, I only have, like, a limited number of weapons I can actually pick. Like, the Redemption is a shotgun. Doesn't really look like one, but that's what it is. Hellfire is, like, a very slow-firing but powerful shot version of the Stormbolter that actually sets things on fire, which is good, but honestly I think I prefer the Stormbolter. And the Redemption's good, but has limited range. There's the Lightning Claws, so you can go full on melee if you want to. I don't like melee in this game at all. The Stormbolter Mark II is less damaging but more rapid-firing version of the Stormbolter, which I just don't like. I prefer like a slower, more accurate weapon. And that's that one. And the other people I was talking about before is this is the tactical one, which is alright. I'll explain the whole concept of the levels here, but I'll just show you what each different one has. You've got a revive thing, brings a fallen ally back into battle. It just spawns them right next to you wherever they died from, doesn't matter. It just spawns them next to you with full health. And that basically increases the cooldown on it, and you can also unlock the heavy flamer. And the plasma cannon, which is the Spear of Caliban. And the bolter drone. It's not very good. It has like a 250-second cooldown on it. It's ridiculous. So he's got kind of similar weapons, but he also has this, Spear of Caliban. It's like the plasma cannon, but it does less damage and fires more rapidly. So, and of course there's the heavy flamer, which isn't actually that good. I don't like the flamer weapons. Like, they've got very limited range and they're just kind of crap. And of course he's got the Redemption as well. And the Chaplain, that's the one. These two are kind of very similar. Like, his secondary ability is like a damage shield. Whereas this guy, he's got a recall fallen enemies to battle. So the same thing. Unit allies don't take damage for a short period of time. That's the plasma cannon. And enemies' attacks are kind of thrown back at them for a short period of time. So he kind of has AoE effects, unlike the this guy, which is more individual. So, like, for example, his shield ability is better than his ability, but his shield ability affects everyone around you. So that's the differences with these guys. As for weapons, he's basically got the exact same thing. Like, these characters are very similar. It's better to think as this is the direct one, this is the AoE one. That's really the difference. This is the guy you play in the main campaign. So he's kind of got like less weapons, but he's actually a spellcaster. Like, his abilities are like he's got an AoE knockback, a lightning attack, and what was his last one? Yeah, enemies explode in a burst of flame. So he just makes a single person just blow up. So yeah, if you play the campaign, you'll know who he is. This guy, he's one of the people who is like the AI who follows you around. And he's basically that guy. And you get some interesting guns with this guy. Like, I like this assault cannon, I really do. The Vengeance is a slower firing but more damaging version of that gun. And the plasma cannon, which is probably my favourite one to actually use. But I don't get to play this guy very much because he's got a damage. He's got a rapid increase on his firing rate for all of his guns as one of his abilities. He's got an accuracy increase temporarily on one of his guns, and like a landmine he can put down. So the difficulty with that is, of course, you're heavily reliant on the AI. If you're trying to play solo as this guy, you're just gonna die. That's the thing, just gonna die. And there's the melee guy, and fuck this guy. I can't stand melee in this game. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, I'm just not very good at it, and melee versus melee creatures? Oh dear. So I know he's got a damage increase, oh no, it's attack speed increase. He's got a damage reduction and a teleport ability. That's basically what he has. So we're going back to this guy. And of course I've got a different skin on my guys. As you can probably tell, these kind of like look a bit more standard than this. That's because I've got a different skin on, because it's important to get a decent skin. You've got to look good if you're going to be a hero. Anyways, back to this, giving you a Mason Stormbolter. As for you, Plasma Cannon. That'll do. Anyways, I've been talking enough, so let's just get into battle.
Xenos are currently in possession of a consignment of materials paramount to the Deathwing. Recover it, and bring it back to the bridgehead.
Now there's a relic nearby, I can hear it actually. There's also a cannon somewhere, I don't know where it is. There it is. We get rid of that. I don't think you can see us at this distance, but there's like several floors on this room. I remember it. There's the relic. I gotcha. Now these ones look a bit different because they're like the more psychic resistant ones. We're just standing around there. That's not smart. Where's that other one coming from? Where are ya? There he is. You need to get rid of them at a distance. You really do. Because their damage is ridiculous. Alright, I haven't even checked our mission yet. Secure something. Right, well, if you give me a second, I'll find out where we're supposed to go. This does not pause the game, can I just point out? It does not. So when I press the map, I'm still fighting stuff. Right, we need to get up some several floors here. It may not look like it, but that's what you have to do. This is like a very low down area that it spawned us in. Also, this is a very, very close range set of stairs, and those explosive things are going to be problematic. Oh fuck. Right, pay attention. I can't heal him all the way down there. Hopefully this AoE ability is actually healing him, like at least a little bit, which it is, which is good. Okay. This is the disadvantage of close set of stairs. Ow. Now I can hear you coming, fortunately. Okay. Of course, the reason why I want to get off the set of stairs is because they have the advantage here. Let's get the hell off. Stalkers also screw with your radar if you wonder why it gets fuzzy. I've got your back covered, but... Oh God, fine, I'll do it. It's really problematic when you try and get into locked doors. Because you can quite easily tell them to do that, but sometimes you look at a door and go, right, because you locked this door, they just stand there like, because you don't have an ability to do it for some reason. Oh my God, they're all just waiting for us there. Oof. Right, look, I'm looking at the door, there we go. I look slightly more to the left and he's like, now I have an ability to lock the door. There you go. It's useful to get them to do it because the AI is not as on point as you can be, so... Alright, so our mission is to secure some stuff over there. Fortunately, that's not too far away now. This is why I like the special missions. You get so much random stuff on here. That's why it's got good replayability. I mean, the reason why I don't play Vermintide 2 as much these days is because it's the same map, the same thing every single time. Plus, I've already got to the stage where all my armor and weapons on all of my characters are all like 300 power, so I've got no more crafting to do. So basically, same as with like Killing Floor 2, I'll play Vermintide 2 when the next big patch comes out. But until then, I'm just playing other stuff. So I don't want to get like fully bored of a game, you know? You don't want to overplay it too much, then you'll just hate to play it again. Right, there is a turret around the corner, which you can probably see me at a long distance. If I can even get round the corner, jeez. A bit dangerous, isn't it? Now, situations like that is what a flamer is good for. There's a huge crowd of them right in front of you, but it's got such limited range. Oh, great, these guys are in here. Okay, careful. That thing's fucking powerful. Right, so I have to take out the turret before we go in here, otherwise it's just going to wreck me. Because those turrets have 100% accuracy. The only advantage I have is I can move around and actually avoid that shit. What happened to you? Yeah, having the apothecary being the actual apothecary is actually kind of annoying. Much easier to just do it yourself. There we go. I don't know what the range on the Psykers are, but it's really, really big. Okay, now we can move into this room. Still a ton of stuff in here, though. Oh, right, okay, so, considering what room we're about to go in, I'm actually going to lock this door and go around to the other one. Because limiting the amount that enemies can actually attack you from is just far too useful. So we're going to secure that. I can already see there's 4 spawn points in that room. So we're going to have enough enemies on us, like, from the get-go. Oh, shit. He walked right past me. Where's that coming from? Oh, shit. I don't think he showed it the first time. Anyways. Right, limiting the amount of places enemies can attack you from is just far too useful, so... And of course, you actually can't get up there to that relic from here, so we'll come back to that another time. Now, you guys get in here, and I will do this one.
Waypoint reached. In position.
Right, are there any doors further to the north? I'm going to have to quickly check that. Oh god, there's tons of doors in here. Right. However, if they... Oh, too late. Basically, if that secure thing shows up, you can't then walk too far off, otherwise you get a cooldown timer that's just like, you walk too far away, then you fail. So we're kind of limited here, but we've locked a couple of doors this side, so... Ow! I also don't like that, because it means there's a Broodlord somewhere. That's what the screen shaking is. I don't know if you could hear the roar. That's what that was. Okay, right, I forget these secure things, so I have to actually press use on them, or just kind of stand around. I think I just stand around. This is the worrying thing, right? There's a Broodlord who spawned, or the one that's similar to a Broodlord, but if he's not in here, that means he's probably on the other side of these doors, so let's be careful where we walk next time. And if you know me, I'm probably going to forget in about 10 seconds, so when this objective's done, I'm probably just going to walk out through there and wonder why there's a Broodlord attacking me. Right. Oh, fuck. That was me not paying as much attention as I should have done. You know, I'm actually going to stand by you here if I can. Okay, we can still fight them from here, which is good. Because it actually lets you know if there's an issue with you being too far away from the objective. So this guy's doing fine, but our apothecary is dead, which means as soon as this objective's done, we have to use the portal to revive him. Because no one here actually has revive abilities. What I'd actually like to see is if you can actually change which characters are with you, because you can only pick the ones from the campaign. But I would rather have a tactical guy with me than an apothecary that I have to stop making an apothecary, you know? No, you don't. Oh dear, this is getting a bit dangerous here. Fortunately, his cannon has a slight AoE effect on it, so he's actually hitting multiple things at a time, but it is very slow firing. So once you fire it, you have to have it recharge, and of course it can jam as well. In fact, all weapons in this game have a chance to jam, which means you can just stop using them for a certain amount of time, and you also can't reload while it's jammed. The difference is you may not have seen it happen on mine yet, because I've upgraded it with a reliability function, so it never jams. Honestly, that's probably the best thing to upgrade first on your weapon, is like an anti-jamming function, because you want to be able to rely on your gun. Because if you can't rely on it, you're in a bad situation. Alright, this is nearly done now. It's odd that it says secure, yet the aliens don't care about whatever this stuff is. Oh, you teleported them away. Okay, objective complete. But I'll have to wait a second for our next objective. Right, well, hang on. Let's get rid of him. No, let's get rid of all of these. Because otherwise they're going to be standing there waiting for us when we come out the portal again. Now these portals have a cooldown on how long they last once you've completed an objective. So let's just get in here. Right, you're back with us. We can just reload. We can't access the map in here, so I'm going to have to find out what our actual objective is when I go back in. So... Right, you cover me. This does not pause the game. Right, we're going to have to go down through here and then around and get to there, which is... Recover the cat. Okay. It's an odd way of... I don't know why they call it a cat. I actually forget what it stands for, but the cat is actually a CAT thing that you have to transport around. It's kind of annoying. Now these big doors you can't break, but you can lock and unlock them, so they're basically the best type of doors. The only thing is a broodlord can get through that, whereas the smaller ones they can't. Right, get over here now.
I'm in place.
Come on. There we go. I have to tell them to follow me again, otherwise they just stay stood there. That I can't get yet. Hang on, I'm going the right way, right? Okay, yeah. Oh no, that's the broodlord. Didn't I tell you? I fucking called it earlier. I would forget the broodlord's there. Fortunately, if you keep shooting him in the face, he gets stunned repeatedly. I'm saying that. He's supposed to be charging me right now. I don't know why he's not doing it. Oh, now he is. When I said you're not charging me, I didn't take that as a request. Please don't. Fortunately, we've actually shot him a lot. Now, this one has a psychic attack. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Please don't kill me. Oh, God. Please stop. Now, fortunately, when it comes to huge bullet sponges, which people don't like a lot in games like this, the broodlord is the only one that's like that. Right, hang on. Is that portal still there? No, it's not. Oh, fuck. Because if the portal was still there, I could just go back and revive everyone. All by myself. I'm going to wait on my cooldowns. It's probably the smart thing to do. I need to get back to full health because I'm actually pretty badly damaged here. Five seconds. Okay. I need to just remind myself I have completed missions solo on the hardest difficulty, so I should be able to do this, considering this is on normal, I think. It's a shame you can't change the difficulty when you're playing with the AI. I get the feeling that's because the AI just cannot handle the harder difficulties. You just can't. I'm talking about AI friends that come with you. I think they can manage it. Alright. It's not just that, though. I also have to do an escort mission by myself. Ah, it would do that sort of thing to me, wouldn't it? I can also run and grab the... Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I can run and grab the relic while we're here. And something is behind me. Hang on. There you are. Now, it's actually easy to shoot those guys in the legs, because believe it or not... Oh, fuck, that's a fucking turret. Because believe it or not, the rocket launcher kind of has standard. You think it's like a World War II rocket launcher, really. And it actually has an anti-armor panel on the front of it. Good, okay. You're not paying attention? Ow. Oh, shit. These guys like to sneak up on you, don't they? Fortunately, I got a heal thing on, but this is kind of annoying. Now, I could take another route around, but I want to get this relic. Not just so I can show you where it is, but also because that's an easy 500 XP right there. Come on. There we go. Yeah, those turrets are the worst because they fire bullets and you cannot dodge them. You cannot dodge the bullet ones. So, of course, the bullets are like instant damage, whereas the rocket ones, they're fast, but you can potentially dodge them at long range. I do not like this room. Why? There's 6 spawn points in here. Oh jeez, why do I actually cause this problem on myself? Okay, so we're just going to run through this one. Oops, it's not a set of stairs. Now that door is breakable, so I'm just going to leave it as is. let's go get this relic and then turn around. I wonder why I'm going quiet so I can listen. I'm not listening for the relic because I just straight up know where this one is. I've played this map enough times. I wait for this shit. There we go. I want to get into the relic room so my back's covered. Alright, there we go. Major relic. Nice. Now, this part where I am right now is actually significantly higher up, like vertical-wise, than where I was off to the left in the other room, so you can't actually get to it through that way. You have to go all the way around, which is the route I've gone. And let's start doing a bit of running. There we go. Yeah, this is something you have to get used to, is walking backwards a lot. Like, all my enemies are actually this way, for the moment at least. And now we lock this door, and there's enemies in the room with me, so I'm going to have to sort this out and then get out of here quick. I think I need to go all the way off to the right, which is already a closed door. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, right. Yeah, we've got to go straight across, and we're going to need to leg it. I wonder why there's so much stuff in here. It's because this is basically where, if you're playing the campaign missions, this is one of the spawn locations, supposedly where they're actually birthing lots of gene stealers. Ugh. Locked, okay. Well, that's going to have to stay open. Alright, I made it, and that's the cat. Doesn't look like one, but alright. Oh, shit. Now you have to stay right next to it to actually get it to move anywhere, but fortunately it doesn't have any health, because what I mean by that is the enemies don't attack it. It is basically invincible. Now because it's an ally, it can block shots and enemy attacks, but you can walk through it. However, the enemies can't. Fucking saw that. Oh, did you open this door? The human ones can unlock doors, I think. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that door was closed. Oh, you want to go this way, do you? Lovely. Okay. Considering, like, when I was having my lunch, I was watching a StarCraft 2 tournament. It just made me think of Zerg. Okay. Oh, fuck. He just spawned on me and dropped down. If you thought drop bears were a problem... You have to be... Oh, shit. I might be about to go down here. Fortunately, the cat only needed to go over there, so we're okay. Oh boy. Not the bees. That is an attack function that one of these actually have. They kind of... I think it's called a thorax swarm. You just spit that at you. Okay, fortunately, I've only got 3 spawn points behind me. Oh, this isn't actually taking very long. Okay. Now, because it's not taking very long, I also know that this is going to go to want to go to multiple places. Because sometimes you have a really long escort route and then one long scan. But if it has a short route and a quick scan, that means you've got multiple scans to do. Honestly, it's a lot better if you have the long scan one, because I don't want to be in here. I really don't want to be in here. Now you have to try and time it right with your self-heal. So I only have 2 heals to heal myself with. Oh, fuck. I'm stuck in a corner. Ow!
Analysis complete.
You know what my analysis of this room is? Get the fuck out right now. Come on, move. This is what I mean. This is only on normal, and this is tough. I mean, yeah, it's just me, but still. What are you doing? You do another scan?
Launching scanning process.
Oh, fuck! Let's go with the last cannon. This is probably going to kill me. Like, the only upgrade... You can only have one armor upgrade on damage reduction. And I have it on missiles, because I get hit by missiles a lot more than that, but... That didn't take long, and it did a lot of damage to me, it nearly killed me. Is there someone down the end there? I thought I heard someone fire a rocket. No? Alright, we're good.
Scanning operation finished. Escort the cat to its extraction point.
Also, this is another reason why I tend to play on multiplayer solo a lot, rather than with AI. They're just dead a lot of the time. Alright. Now this is the awkward thing, he's probably going to turn around. No? Okay. When they come up to a door that's locked or closed, sometimes they turn around and then he'll like head off down like the stairs a bit, then he'll turn around again and go, oh, now you've opened the door, okay. So if you can actually predict where the cat's going to go, it's better just to open the door for them, like before they actually go in there, just to save time. Oh, no, there you go. He's actually done now, so that's a mission complete. Give me my portal, please. Oh, you know, finish the level. I'll also accept that. Come on. There we go. We've got another mission to do before we actually finish the actual map, I guess. There we go. You guys are revived. Prevent something from happening. Okay, I might be timed on this one. Are we? What do we got to do? Oh, lovely. We're going to go all the way over there. Okay. Now, fortunately, we've already got the relic from here, so I can just quickly go through this one. Hopefully. Come here. Can't run from me. Or, well, saying that, if you want to run away, that's acceptable. People running away from me all the time is just fine. Less people to fight, the better. Although less XP. Right. Fortunately, if it's not too much of a problem, they will actually follow you. I've also never taken fallen damage, so that's another good thing. Right, I am going to lock this behind me. I'll have one of these guys do it. But this is the room from earlier. Oh, it's another fucking Broodlord. Oh dear. Okay, well, that's all I got. Nope. Oh god. Broodlord would attack me when I started opening the door. Ow, acid. Oh fuck, he nearly killed me. He's already killed one of us. All my stuff is on cooldown. The Broodlord's dead though.
Slay it swiftly.
Oh, that was tough. Okay.
Vengeance guides our weapons.
Right, move in here right now. You can lock that door for me. Right. We need to go straight up that other side, and I might just wait for my cooldowns to be done before we head on.
Operation.
There's a lot of spawn points in here, and this is a good place to defend. This is the thing, I always say you got to keep moving, but sometimes you've got to hold like an area for waiting for cooldowns and stuff before you can continue on. That is a good idea. Right. There we go. Damn, don't blow up the entire room. Okay. That was one jumping over my head. Okay, I'm actually going to run through this room because you don't want to stay hanging around in it. That's the advantage of playing with other humans and not AI, is sometimes they'll just stay and shoot stuff rather than running with you. Oh, hey, how's it going? Alright. Okay, you can do that one. You have to be careful though, because if you tell him to lock a door and he's like standing over there, he'll lock the door, which means he's on the wrong side. It's another AI problem. Okay, let's keep on going. Now usually that heavy sound that sounds like knocking is actually the footsteps of one of the big guys who has a las cannon or something else. He doesn't sound like he wants to follow us, so alright. Well, we might get shot from above. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. I keep moving around so I'm harder to hit, but something is a problem up here. There we go. You need to die. You unfortunately have a lot of health. Could you, like, use your weapon? Thank you. Also, if you notice, he doesn't melee a lot, which is a bit weird. Right. Still doing your thing? Oh, of course. You actually can only look upwards at certain distance. Seriously, this is a real pain in the ass. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go down this way. You spend the afternoon in the sun? Good idea. Have fun. Catch you later. Right. I recognise this area as well. These guys hang around it in the campaign as well as in here. Although in the campaign you actually start further up, I believe. You're actually on like that floor. Oh, really? Now it's a bad time to get rushed. Are you not following me? Come on, get a move on. That's the turret, isn't it? Oh, shit. Get over here, move. Otherwise he's going to get killed by that. Okay, well we bypassed the turret at least. Now in the main campaign, if you see something like that, use it. Because it's an autosave function. It just doesn't autosave. It actually tells you lore, so you can actually read it. Find out a bit of lore about the game, but right now there's no point reading the lore, so it's not a pause function like it is in the campaign.
Operation finished.
Alright. Oh jeez. I wish if you had... Well, actually this thing I don't actually know. If you have friendly fire on, do the aliens actually damage each other? Because that'd be something interesting to find out. So they do damage each other. Those explosive things, they'd actually be quite useful to have attacking you. Okay, now the actual area of effect on that is actually quite large. We should be okay. Stuff jumping over us though is not fun. Alright, hopefully this is our last mission before we've actually finished this map. I'm actually just going to double back. You can move back as well. Sometimes it's best to tell them to move, otherwise they just won't. It's somewhere where it can't see you. Come here, otherwise you will die. Okay, now we just have to destroy these, which, as a human, isn't too difficult to do, but getting an AI to do it is just ridiculous, so... You stay here and cover my back. I have 2 turrets actually watching me, however, I have 50% damage reduction on missiles, so... There we go. Ow! There we go. They're all destroyed, yes? Oh, there's a guy with the huge hammer thing. You stay away from me. And we're still not done. We've got another mission to do. As I said, it is random. You do get a lot of these. And let's revive our not apothecary. Okay, right. It's a good thing we have the plasma cannon around. We need it for the broodlords and stuff. It's just a shame that he's usually dead when they show up, but... Here we go. What have we got to do? Echoes are coming from over here. Find their source. Okay. Now, because of where this is, I need to make sure I'm on the right floor. So I think this is the right one. Because remember, below was where I was earlier. So you can lock that one.
It is done.
Okay. I should get a fuck ton of XP for this level, even if I die, because I've actually completed a lot of stuff. Oh, fuck. kill me. There we go. Turrets do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Just reducing the number of spawn points I've got coming at me. Oh my god. That's a Broodlord. Got me to red almost instantly. And fuck. I was too slow on that one. Reaction time was not good enough. That didn't even hit him? What? Oh fuck. Alright. Probably should have done this earlier, but we're coming in here because the Broodlord can't follow me. Fuck's sake. I'm very nearly dead. Very nearly dead. That's why the alarm's going off. Now, remember a second ago when I had, like, at least one guy with me? That's the AI for you. Now, granted, they tanked some hits for me that would have just killed me, but still. Oh boy. I can only take a couple more hits, then I'm dead. Don't shoot me dead. Come on. Oh, there we go. I'm also standing next to a spawn point, which I only just noticed. That's potentially very, very stupid. And of course, I've still got the issue of there's a Broodlord out there. Just hit them just a little bit. I really do hardly any damage on my melee attacks. Right. I'm going to very carefully go out here. Where's the Broodlord? Because we didn't kill it. Because bear in mind, I need to be in running away room of that. Or distance, should I say. So I'm too far away from that door, it's just going to run over and kill me. Oh man. I'm actually kind of surrounded by everything around here. That little blockade kind of got in my way. Did in fact blockade me. Okay, I think I'm going to have to risk it. Now, I'm not too familiar with this map, so I'm not sure if there's anywhere to hide from the Broodlord in the room I actually have to go to. This is also why I don't hang around, because as you can see, I'm not really getting any progress here. That is a huge open area. We're going to have to risk it. I might get Broodlorded. Saying let's not run, let's save our stamina. I could be wrong about the Broodlord. The thing is, if you go into an area where it can't attack you, I'll do. If you go into an area where it can't attack you, then sometimes it just wanders off around the map for a bit. It just doesn't know where to go. Like, think about AI pathing. It just doesn't know which path to take, so it just wanders off. He's above me, right? Yeah. And the Broodlord can't get me on this set of stairs. I don't think. So let's get to our floor. Now, another upgrade I have for this character is in fact 30% extra health on all of my body parts, so I can hear a relic.
Brothers, the Gene Stealer
another mission? How many have I actually had?
Slow the enemy's reinforcements. Destroy these nests.
Well, at least I can get the relic, which is over there somewhere, I'm not entirely sure where, and use the portal. Oh, there it is. Interesting spot. Right, well, first of all, let's get these guys back. And done. Please don't just kill everybody. Alright, so it is... Oh, there's the Broodlord, fuck! You also notice how he's a bit burned from the plasma cannon. He kind of looks a bit wrecked already, so he's not on full health at least. Shit! Fuck's sake, he just two-shotted that guy. Let me get to my buddy. Wow! Oh. I can't use it again? Oh, fuck. Can't use it more than once. Mission failed. How much XP did we get for it, though? I don't think it's to level me up, actually. No. Oof, that was difficult. That was difficult. Let's go do another map. This is the thing, I can do that map again and get a completely different set and number of missions, so there we go. That's why I like the replayability of this game. It's good fun. But Broodlords are challenging. Oh, you know what, I should have... Well, I tried to just run to the teleporter so I'd actually get my allies back, but now I know you can't do that more than once.
Mean that we can now deploy.
Should have just gone for the stairs. Alright, Norn's Ghost. This is chapter 3 in the game. The third map. And there you go. That's just how easily you can die on a normal difficulty. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are, but if you get hit by a Broodlord, you just die. So, that's why it's also a tactical game. Like, knowing there's a Broodlord in the area, maybe I should have been a lot more careful and gone, right, okay, let's actually stay on the stairs, or near the stairs, actually, where it can get us, and wait for it to come back to us. Because what happened there is we left the stairs to an area where it could attack us, quickly dropped in the portal, and during that time, it spent, wherever it wandered off to, its time to come back to where we were. And all I did was walk outside and go, ooh, a relic, I'll pick that up, turn around, there it is.
You're being
you have to be more careful.
To the Alethros in order to complete an urgent extra
yeah, look how
mission.
big this map is.
Bring glory to the
It's all the way off over there.
For the lion.
As for where the relics are on this map, again, this is one I don't play very much. Like, I play the first map a lot, and 5 and 6. 1, 5, and 6 are my favourite maps. So I replay them a lot. Okay, that's kind of off by itself though, isn't it? Now, these maps will make more sense if you play the campaign, but... Deploy, please. Why is it not? I mean, I'm pressing the button. There we go. Jeez, okay. So, having you with a plasma cannon may not be the best idea, because when he's against normal enemies... what about the, Hang on, is my mouse having problems? Let me just double check, so I'm going to tab out for a second. Ooh, I think my left click's a bit broken. No, maybe not. Okay, I think my mouse actually might be breaking a little bit. That's not good. Okay, we'll see how we do in the next mission. But sometimes when I click my mouse, it doesn't actually work. I'll have to see how that goes. Because I might just need to clear out the underneath of it. Look at it. It doesn't look broken. But of course, with it being my left click, that's my button to shoot things, so... Right. Brother Barakil. See, if you were playing the heavy class, you'd be able to use the Spear of Caliban, which is a more rapid-firing but less powerful per shot version of the plasma cannon. Oh, I know what it is, right. Depends which part. I think part of the actual, like, left-click button itself is actually a bit damaged, which means there's probably just something stuck underneath it. I don't really clean these very often. Okay, well... we need something damaging. So, I'm actually going to keep you with the assault cannon. Yeah, the direct center of the button is broken. It only sometimes actually works. Okay. To make a note, actually, just quickly, just remember to clean it. Otherwise, I'll just forget. Clean, left click, and also I just remember something else. Okay, right. You're going to use the same thing, but damage-wise, we'll give you a Power Fist, which is a lot more powerful. It's called a Power Fist. And we'll stay as we are. Okay. Go do this map. I will be streaming for another couple of hours, so we've got plenty of time to do these.
Main engine by attaching explosives to its plasma siphons. The explosives must be deactivated. Failure is not an option.
Okay, now, the interesting thing about this is it's given us a huge timer to go and defuse a bomb, which is literally directly behind us in the next room. So that's the thing about random things. Sometimes they can be awful in that it would give us a time mission like this, and then we have to go to the other side of the level. Or sometimes it can be very useful, and it can even put you in the same room as the actual objective. So, like, I've had that before. I've not had one where you have to defuse a bomb and it's in the same room as you, but I have had ones where you have to do a objective. And it's just like, oh, here, stand in the next room. Or in the same room that you're in, it's like, oh, okay. Well, before most of the aliens have actually spawned and got to us, we've killed the ones that were in the room already, and mission complete. That was nice and easy. Don't even need to go in there. Let's find out where we have to go. 229 meters away. I'm guessing that's meters. It doesn't actually tell you, but I'm guessing it's meters. So, which room do we have to go to? Up, and then over there. Okay. If you're not familiar with the maps, it's always useful to check which route you need to go, because sometimes it can be a bit more complex than you think. No one's gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm not into that. Okay. Just gonna keep walking. Now, if you actually run into an enemy, it damages them and knocks them back. Interesting fact for the day.
Broodlord in sight.
Now, the problem with the Broodlord is I'm pretty sure it can't actually attack us where we are. Is that 2 Broodlords? That's 2 Broodlords.
They are overwhelming us.
Right, get in there. Don't you dare die on me. Oh, he's stuck out there. I can do some healing to you, but you are in the wrong place. You're still in the wrong place. Get a fucking move on. Oh shit, he can actually... Wow, he hit me in the head there. Why are you guys always in the wrong place? Hang on, where's my... There we go, right. You guys stand there. Be good little boys over there, seriously. Now, that's an awkward issue where there's too many of them stuck in the same place. The first one I kill is going to let them all in here, but... You guys are giving me cover fire, right? Alright, I'll allow you to be a bit further forward. Alright, it's these big melee guys. No, where did I tell you? Stand over there.
I am in place.
I think that means he won't move anymore. Right, there are 2 Broodlords out here. Oh my god, if I can even get there. Right. Jeez. I can't even get outside the door. Like I was just saying earlier how it wasn't actually that bad a thing, considering where people actually go. I better tell them to defend there. As long as they stay there, they'll give me some assistance with this fire. Now, there was always this Broodlord stuck in the corner. I think he might actually just be stuck in the corner. Oh. Ow. But there is actually 2 of them in this room. What is he doing? Apart from, you know, nothing, but you know what I mean. Because I'll just stand back here. Now, some Broodlords do have a kind of ranged capacity on them. But other than that... Also, you see what I mean? These guys have a lot of armor on them. And having 0 armor penetration on my weapon takes some time. But this guy will not die quickly, and there's 2 of them. And I would have the AI a bit further forward, but of course the big issue I have is that all they do is stand in the wrong place and continue to run forwards. So I kind of have to keep them where they are just to make sure they don't do anything stupid, because they'll just die out there. That's all that's going to happen. See, he's already decided to wander off. I swear these buddies gone, I don't even know. Why would you want to go and stand out there? I didn't tell him to do that. And now he's dead. See, this is the issue I have with AI. Are you just standing there getting shot by these? Okay, now he fires back. Really? Who's down there? Who's down there? Ow, fuck. Okay, I need to pay attention here. Damn, I'm stuck in this fucking tunnel. Okay. Broodlord's still there. So you gotta bear in mind if you shoot some of them in the legs, their legs just fall off. And then they'll just crawl at you. Alright, you just round the corner? You're just round the corner, okay. Eventually he'll die. Eventually. If I had a plasma cannon, it takes about 6 shots, 6-7 shots to kill one of these things. Having 0 armor penetration, low damage, this is what it takes to kill a Broodlord. This is just what it takes. Of course, a lot of my time here is in fact shooting everything else, but you know. Well, you can keep roaring, but you know. We shall name him Rory, because that is a pun and also somebody's name. Come on. And he just stands there. They need to do something about this, because the other types of Broodlords you get, which have like that kind of octopus face you've seen on the other Tyranids, they at least have a ranged ability. These guys don't. They have no ability other than hitting you and charging at you. Because of where I'm standing, he's got nothing. Oh, he does have a ranged ability. So why isn't he using at me right now? Okay, now he's used it like twice. Good boy, good boy. I don't know why I'm calling him like a dog, but still, you know. See, he could have been using that I mean, like a lot. He's just not. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Ooh, don't know how, but he killed me. I'm gonna restart on that one. Let's do the same map again, because we hardly got to show you most of that map. We just died in a corner. Not good. It's easy to die in this game, and that's kind of what happens if you get stuck. Like, where was I?
Brothers,
where was I?
You're being sent back to the Alethros in order to complete an urgent
I mean, okay,
expedition.
right. I was in a situation here where I just couldn't get out. There's only one way out of that level, and it's that door. Like, that's where I was. But typically, you'd have to find another way around in that situation. But we're over here now. Alright. Yeah, they're okay weapon-wise.
The presence
Let's get to
of
it.
a Corporaptor Primus, a Broodlord, has been detected in the area.
Okay, now we're guaranteed to be
Slay
fighting a
this
Broodlord.
abomination.
That's just our objective. Kill the Broodlord in this area. Alright. Let's have a quick check. Where are we actually going? Just up here? Okay, right. So I'm going to do the smart thing, which is I'm going to close all 3 doors which lead into this room. Or at least all 3 doors from this side. Because if we're definitely fighting a Broodlord, then we need some sort of guarantee that not too many enemies are going to attack us. I mean, there's still other ways into this room, but... yeah. Hello, saying that.
Missile launcher sighted.
Oh, hello. But yeah, saying that, the Broodlord can actually use this door. Why don't we just use a door the Broodlord can't use? Oh god, don't die straight away, please. Come here. Oh, cooldown's still going. There we go. Right, because I'm going to lock this door. And I think the Broodlord can also use the other door on the side, so... Oh, shit. It's gonna hurt. Although, funnily enough, I don't think it did. Right, what kind of door is this one? Okay, this is a door small enough that a Broodlord can't use it. Hang on, hang on. Defend it. Also, what is this? Banners. Because I have unlocked a banner for this character and I have no idea what it does. Oh, so this is why I got the damage reduction on missiles. Because it doesn't take much to actually hit you with it. Now I know I'm going in here by myself, but there's a Broodlord in here somewhere. All I do know is it's not behind me. He says, worryingly checking behind him. Wow, he was bouncing up and down top of the guy's head. Oh shit! It is in fact behind me. Oh god. How the fuck did you get behind me? I'm guessing it just spawned in the room. I expected it would be there already, but no. That is in fact not what just happened. Oh, there is my banner. Okay. I'm trying to heal you, buddy. There we go.
In position.
You're not in position, are you? Move. No, you're not. Yeah, that's my banner. I'm guessing you can only put it down once, but okay.
A Broodlord. To me, brother.
Hey. Right.
Vengeance guards on.
Come over here. And defend. Right. You can work with me on this one. The priority is kill everything that comes from this direction. Ow. Let's keep away from that. Okay, now, when you pick up a relic, your willpower increases, which is actually a bar on the left-hand side next to my Terminator thing. Which I think reduces your psychic damage. I think. It's just a guess, I don't know for certain on that. Oh, this is going to take a while. Wow, guys, thanks for covering me. What are you... He's staring at a wall. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, God. This is why the AI is just frustrating to work with. Like, this thing will die eventually. There we go. Mission complete. It just took far too long.
It appears to be originating from somewhere in this ship.
Can I pick that up again?
Give you the precise coordinates. You will need to access it to find its exact location. It must be destroyed.
Okay, well, just have a moment to figure out where we're going, which is kind of difficult. Oh shit! I couldn't get to him in time. He's dead once again. Really? Oh no, that'll be where the portal is. Well, saying that, we haven't used the portal yet, so before it disappears, we should be able to revive our apothecary friend.
Stalker strain inbound. Slay it swiftly.
Sometimes these people are just so useless. Alright, you know, I'm going to try something. I know this means all of our doors will be broken, but could you guys please just not die all the time? You know what? Let's revive him. Thunderhammer on you, because AI is actually very, very good at blocking. Thunderhammer on you. Right. I will handle all of the ranged stuff. Here we go. Right. I thought this said find loot then. I got excited. Okay. Right. God, my left mouse click is really pissing me off now. Alright. Let's unlock this. Got this. See, that's the thing. They're doing fine with the whole blocking thing. Come on.
I am impeded, brother.
Walk in there. And then lock the door. Thank you. Alright.
It is done.
I think I'll go away from playing with AI after this mission. Try some solo stuff in the campaign on a harder difficulty. Alright. Run around this ring. There is actually a relic in here, so let's go grab it. There's actually something in here. Hey, how's it going?
Warning.
Oh, I can also hear a turret as well. Oh, it is actually right there. Fortunately, I'm actually too low for it to see me. I think. Oh, jeez. Well, this is the longest they've survived so far, so... knock a wall down and take that. Oh, shit. Walked right into that one. Now, of course, I need to handle all of the ranged stuff. And destroy the bomb ones before they get to us, but... I think these guys can actually handle themselves with shields and thunderhammers. Alright. Now, we were gonna go... yeah, that way, okay. Gotcha. There's another relic nearby, I can hear it whispering at me. That sounds very weird to say, but that is actually how it works, so... alright. Okay, here we go. That's another turret shooting at us. Where is it? Okay, I have to handle this, so you guys gotta cover me. There we go. This is a busy room, isn't it? Also, not every single turret. There's actually one around the corner, I think. But yeah, we can actually see part of it from here. There we go. Can handle that.
Action complete.
Alright. Now I'm actually going to lock one of these doors over here. Where is it? This one. You lock that one. We're going to go through this one. Okay, he's still doing his thing. We'll go through here. Doesn't have too many different ways to attack us from behind. Oh boy, this is a lot. Okay. Yeah, my aim just seemed to trickle off when I'm actually looking at the minimap, but... there we go, lock that door.
Action complete.
Oh, he's on the wrong side? See what I mean? Oh my god. You dumbass.
It is done.
Get over here. You disgrace. Come here. See what I mean? AI is just difficult. Just difficult. That is probably the worst thing about this game is AI. On both sides. On the friendly and the enemy side. The AI is just so dumb. Even the AI in Left 4 Dead 2 is actually smarter. Oh yeah, the relic's over here. Wondering where that was. Okay, so we've got a guaranteed level up, so I can actually show the customization in a minute. Find lot. Alright, we put our scanner on it, so...
Source of psychic interference triangulated. Updating coordinates.
Alright. Hold this point. Defend it. You know, which didn't mean wander off, but as long as you don't travel too far. Christ, I'm acting like their mother right now. But yeah, look how long, look how much longer they've handled themselves right now. I'm the only one doing the gunfire here. But yeah, they're managing it. Pretty sure I told you to go there. No, waypoint not reached. Go over there.
In position.
Okay, I'll just try not turning them to actually defend. Oh, it's already completed that objective. Christ. Now we have to go back in the other room. You know what? I've already broken that door, and the other one's a big door, so yeah, sure. Alright. Fine. You win this round. Yeah, unlike the main campaign, this can potentially involve a lot of doubling back. So of course, it's completely random what mission you get and where you go. So sometimes locking all the doors behind you as you go is actually a bad idea. Oh fuck, hello. You know what I've noticed? There's no music in this game. My music isn't turned off. Ah. Well then, you tempted me to go and turn on the Dawn of War soundtrack. At least that's good. I'm gonna have to double check that. But I heard whispering then. Nope. Okay then. I can't believe I only just noticed that. There's no music in this game right now. Because this game has music. You guys gonna, yeah, there we go. One of you go lock that door. He'll catch up. See how long it takes to get through these things. Alright, be careful of that spawn point there and keep on moving. And this big circular room is a problem of this level, it really is. There's a lot of creatures that can actually get around here. I think we should be alright though. I think this is actually the exact same mission we had previously, just in a different room. That's the other thing about being random. You can just get the same missions. Before it was lot 2-1 something. Alright, I'll do it. Now you do actually have... You don't have... Oh god. Words, words, words. You don't actually have to stay looking at the thing there when you're using it. You don't have to do that. But pretty much every time I see someone lock a door, they always just stare at it. Which, you know, sometimes I do as well, but... Where the fuck did that go? Oh, fucking hell! There's in fact a psychic broodlord. However, notice how they haven't died immediately. And there you go. Broodlord dead. You covering me? I get the feeling you're not. Ow. Alright. yeah, considering that they've like, they took a little bit of damage at one point in the previous like map, but honestly, I think there isn't actually a human who's as good at blocking as these guys are. Alright. Hey, old buddy. Now, there was Broodlords, I just hide in here, but knowledge for the future, isn't it? You two actually stand there. I'll just do my shooting from here, so I'll be safe. I can heal you guys if needed. What are we doing now? Updating coordinates. Okay, this was actually a different mission. We basically put the scanner in, and now it's found out where the stuff is, and we have to destroy it with thermite charges? Wait, no, that's in a different game. Melter bombs, there we go. You guys need to follow me now. And there we go. Nice. That was a big thing there, wasn't it? Alright. And our next mission objective is... Guess we'll have to wait until it tells us. Alright, there we go. All four of them were actually stuck to a wall. It's weird. Right, where we're going now? Okay, he's not giving us the objective yet. Oh, yeah, mission complete. There we go. And we leveled up, which means now... Whew, now I can just go and show you what the customization is. Okay, so, when you level up, you gain a customization point, which is basically like a loot box from Overwatch, if you've ever played Overwatch, or at least know what the loot box is. And it'll give us one free random thing, as well as renown points. It's Reward of Valor, I call that customization point. I always forget what it's called, but Reward of Valor. Open it up, and we get cooldown shockwave thing for the Librarian, which I don't play anyway, and we get 5,983 renown points. There we go. Of course, my left click is still a bit broken, but to go to the Librarian, I could have equipped it there and then, but let me go and show you. So, this is the customization stuff. So, you've got your default skins here. I'll just show you all of them, because some of them are actually pretty cool. Right, and there we go, that was a different one. Now the one in the bottom right, these are like the dark silvery ones, which kind of reminds me of, I forget which chapter it is, but they've got like a dark silver colour, and you can actually get them in Dawn of War, but there we go. So, you'll notice that just there are 3 different things in the bottom here. Now, you've got your skins here, which I've just shown you, so I can actually just hide that away. You've got a section here for this section, cooldown reducer adornment. Now, you can spend different amounts of points on these, but of course, that reduces it by 10%, which goes 15 and then 20%. Now, this reduces chain lightnings by 20%, shockwave, which is the one we just got, and spontaneous combustion. Those are his 3 spells and abilities, as the not as the chaplain, as the librarian. So you can pick any one of these, and then there you go, that's that slot filled. Then, over here, you've got effect reducers. This is the amount of damage coming your way. So there's acid, laser, missile, plasma, thorax swarm, and that's it. There's 5 here. So there's those 5, and of course that'll fill that one. So of course, as you go down, the more expensive ones reduce it by more. I have the missile one on my apothecary, so tell you what, so I have to scroll around so much. There we go. Then we've got effect boosters. You've got 3. You've got increases your armor, your melee damage, or your range damage. Now, I actually did the range damage on my apothecary because I figured, well, I might as well do range damage because I've got a lot more health and I can heal myself. So, and it goes up to 20%. And then, of course, you've got these extra things here, which is torch color, medium. I guess that's just the white one. And then cold and warm. I'm guessing that's probably blue, and that's probably like a yellow or orange or red color, but I don't actually know because I don't have them on anyone. So let me then just go back, and I'll show you all of the skins actually. This is heavy weapons guy. So that's the default one. This is the brother who's playing with you in the other section there. So we've got this one. And let me just go through all of them for you. See, some of these look really, really good. I actually don't like any of the ones where he's not wearing a helmet. I think they just look bad. I don't know why you would wear some of the best armor in the universe and then not wear a helmet, because then someone can one-shot you with a pistol. So, there you go. And of course, if you view it from the side, you can do that. Have a look. Also, his left arm looks really cool. I don't know why he gets that. And of course, you get the exact same things here. The cooldown things are, of course, for his different abilities. And let's go back. You've also got weapon skins for, I'll show them on your different character, but you've also got weapon skins for all the different weapons they can use. So, I never really had a look at this guy, because I don't like him at all, but... Does he actually wear a helmet on any of these? Oh, go on. No? No helmet thing. Okay. Kind of curious, though, because lightning claws. What skins do you have for lightning claws? Anything Wolverine-ish? Oh, disappointing. Disappointing. Oh, Purgatory Sword. Oh, it's a new one. Not seen that before. Alright, I'll go to the Apothecary last. And the Tactical guy. There we go. Just kind of fairly regular stuff. Ooh, that's very golden. That's very green. Green is, of course, the main color of the Dark Angels chapter, which you'll know from playing the game or knowing more about the game. But of course, the Terminators are white because they are the elite ones. And there you go. And last but not least, the new character they added in the expanded edition is the Chaplain. So he looks like a badass from the get-go, just to point that out. My left click got stuck then. And he's got darker, golden, brighter, darker, mixed, brighter, and yeah, basically all of that. He looks pretty cool, but some of these are a bit fancy. I think I prefer the ones where you can quite clearly he's got a skull helmet. Alright. And then, of course, there's my guy, the Apothecary. So there's the default one. Then we've got these fancy ones here. Of course, a bit early on I actually bought a skin for this guy. I think getting the skins is probably the last thing you really should do, is you should actually improve all of the upgrades. Now, what I'm saving up for is... Let's have a look. I've got the damage reduction one. Got the effect boost, there's my range bonus, so I basically have one slot available. And it is for the damage reduction, which I can't afford yet. I could get one of the lower ones, but I really don't see the point, so I'm just saving it for the best. I don't know what I'm going to get. I think I'm going to get the... Now this is a bit misleading, because his ability number 1 is not auto-heal. That's his ability number 2. They've basically got these the odd way round, so you might think, oh, 1, 2, 3 in his abilities, right? Because that's how it is on everybody else on the customization screen. However, that's 2, 1, 3. So his regular heal one, I think I'll get that one. So, alright, then we go back. Weapons. Like, again, I don't know why it kind of blurs out whichever default skin you actually have on these weapons. And then when you look at another one, it changes, but... Anyway, Stormbolter. I won't actually show you all the skins and all the weapons, that takes just forever, but like a dark one. So let's do it this way around. Here's the different skins you've got. That's basically the skin that I actually have here, but for some reason it's blurred out. And there you go. The weapon skins are all quite simple. but I actually kind of like this one. I was thinking of maybe getting this one because it's like dark, but then again, having a green weapon kind of matches the other colours you got on your armour, so... The optical module, the bioscanner, this is the one I actually was showing you before in the actual missions. And detecting invisible enemies, you can kind of see them anyway, I didn't have any problem with that. And amplifying the light, that's the same as the zoom, except it's all in white, black, and grey, which just is, apart from being incredibly bright in your face, it just makes everything look bad. I'd rather just show me which ones the enemies are. Now, zoom increased, are you fucking kidding me? The zoom on this thing is huge already. I have no idea why anyone would ever want, especially like ×3. You kidding me? You zoom in like a fucking scope already, so let's just pass on those. And then, of course, when it comes to the weapon's damage, we've got the firepower one, because this is going to be hard for you to see, but like below me here, you've got like if you notice how much the bars go up a little bit. So I'll actually show you like some of these other ones. You'll notice the damage has still gone up a little bit. It changes like that. That's because that's firepower, plus if I mouse away from that, I have the increased range damage that I showed you earlier on my armor. That's what's giving it that. But here's the thing, recoil, nah, like that's not very much recoil at all. And then accuracy, it's already a very accurate gun, it doesn't increase by that much. The biggest increase is by the firepower. You can also, just for the sake of the look, add bayonets to your guns. Don't know why you do that, because you don't actually hit anyone with them. And emblems to the side here, just for the looks. And then at the bottom, the very useful stuff. You can't actually see these attachments, but reliability module, your gun will never jam, and increases magazine capacity by 50%. So that's just useful stuff. And done with weapons, actually saying that. You can get some interesting ones on here, like I think I showed you the Power Fist already, didn't I? Come on, left click. You can get some interesting stuff. The only thing is, if you're the actual apothecary and you don't use the Narthecium, which is the default thing, and you use something else as a melee weapon, the cooldowns are ridiculously long. Attack speed increases, but basically you lose 30% damage. And damage boost, but attack slower. So there's some interesting stuff on there, but this is the thing, the Narthecium isn't on here. It's not counted as a weapon, so you can't increase it or buff or change it in any way. Now, perks. This is just a general perk here. Now, I already have one of these. So, you've got increase the healing range, which is fine already. That's the aura. It's number 3 ability. Slowly regenerate your HP. That is going to be very good on a different character who isn't the apothecary. That's probably one I will actually end up getting on somebody else. Then you've got increase the inflicted damage on the enemy's arms and legs. However, if you're actually decent at aiming, I'm not exactly amazing, but if you go for the torso or the head, which is what you should be going for, then that's not going to have any effect. So it's kind of pointless. Increases your hacking speed by 30%. That is, of course, for unlocking and locking doors. Not really worth it. If that was 50% or more, I might consider it on somebody, but it's not. So 30% isn't really that much of a speed increase. Now, increases the Redemption's armor perforation by 20. Now, some weapons, like for example the plasma cannon or the assault cannon, have like an armor perforation ability, which means they penetrate armor and do extra damage to armored creatures, because of course armored creatures reduces the damage coming in. So that's for just the Redemption, which is the shotgun, or the Storm Bolter and the Bolter Mark II, because by default they don't actually have any whatsoever. So that increases your damage even more. However, I went for Resilience, increases your HP by 30% for each body part. Now, I'm actually considering switching over to this to do even more damage with this. This my bolter is just a lot better, but at the moment I'm tending to get actually hit a lot, so not dying is a good thing. And of course, there's the banners, which don't seem to do anything other than you can put them on the floor. Congrats. So, I don't know. If they had like an AoE buff or something, that'd be really good, but I just don't know. Now, something I want to double check, because that's the one I randomly unlocked in a box. In a box? Well, you know what I mean, in the something of Valor. There you go, that's all of them. Let me just double check something. If I go over to like the heavy and go to perks, does he have the same ones? Ooh, no he doesn't. Okay. So I actually want to have a look at these. Increases the assault cannon and vengeance armor perforation by 10. That's not by 20, but there you go. Power fist attack speed increased by 30%. Hacking speed we saw before. Critical rate by 10%. The mine's range and damage by 50%. So that's at least a damage increase. That's good because it does a lot of damage by default. Increases HP and reloading speed times 2. Ooh! Now, of course, as you can probably guess, the huge damage assault cannons and stuff, they're slow to reload, but that times 2 speed is really good. Really good. Because that's the big disadvantage of those guns, is they're not that accurate, and they're slow to reload. Let's have a look. Librarian, what are your perks? Anything different? Decreases by 33% damage taken from psychic attacks. Good for the psychic broodlords, I'll say that much, but the other ones aren't really that damaging. Attack speed is increased by 25% when equipped with an axe. I'm guessing that's melee attack speed? Increases damage of force weapons by 30%. That's not bad. That's your melee ones again, though. Hacking speed again. Resilient again. Increases the storm bolt at the Mark II's armor perforation by 10. Okay. Not by 20. It was 20 on the apothecary. And sword specialist attack speed increased by 20% when equipped with a sword. Okay, fair enough. And randomly alters psi power damage to you. No, you inflict from minus 30% up to 50%. Oh. So that's potentially you do less damage, but you potentially also do 50% more damage. That's far too much of a randomization for me to like, I think. Not a fan. Tactical speciality. Perks. Increases Spear of Caliban's armor perforation by 30%. That's actually really good, because that's going to be more than 20, I think. You cannot suffer critical hits anymore. Ooh. Yeah, resilient again. Hacking speed again. The drone fires 1 missile every 2 seconds. Ooh! You're actually making the drone useful now. Increases damage inflicted to giant gene stealers by 15%. Increases Storm Bolter and Mark II's armor perforation by 20 and power fist attack speed by 30%. Okay, now that's just... Actually, saying that's probably what I would end up going for at the end. Although, this is the thing, I tend to play the tactical guy because of his bigger weapons. So that's actually really good. Really good. And the Slayer of Beasts. Yeah, there we go. So let's also have a look at the Interrogator Chaplain then. What are your perks? Because this, of course, does change how you play the characters a lot. Extends the effect of the Retribution by 3 seconds. I forget which ability that is, though. I think that's the one where when the enemies are hitting you, a percentage of that damage goes back to them. Spirit of Valor, yeah, same ability as the tactical guy. Crit rate by 10%, same as the tactical guy. Extends the effect of Litany by Wall by 5 seconds. I forget which one that actually is. Alright. Redeemer. Increases Croesus' attack speed, that's his melee weapon. And armor perforation by 30%, so better at melee. That's the hack speed again. HP again. Allows you to sprint 3 times longer. Okay, so you can run around a lot. Interesting. And Slayer of Beasts. Okay, because the thing is I'm trying to think, who is my secondary character? Because once I've leveled up the Apothecary to give him everything I want, who am I going to use next? So, I tell you what, let's pick somebody else. Let's pick somebody else. Or should I? What do you think? Should I pick somebody else or keep going with the Apothecary? I think I'll keep going with the Apothecary. Let's actually show you the multiplayer. Now, I could actually join with somebody else, but for now at least, I'm going to go single player. So, also password it so only my friends can join. Now, this is the thing about multiplayer. Friendly fire on or off. Now, codex rules. So, you can't change your class during the mission. You can't change your equipment during the mission. However, you can change your weapons. That's actually inaccurate. All skills and equipment are unlocked from the start, and respawn time is 240 seconds. Now, What that means is when you were actually looking at the characters earlier, you had level 1, 2, 3, and 4, which showed you what's different stuff they get at different levels. Now, that has nothing to do with your profile. That's just your in-game character, because if codex rules are off, you start at level 1, and you only have your first ability unlocked. Now, the reason why I don't really like that is because it kind of seems a bit pointless, and it makes the harder difficulties ridiculously hard. Because, as you saw before, the only ability I have at level 1 is healing other people. Can't heal myself, can't do AoE healing. It's annoying. And what that basically means is, as much XP as you get during the mission also levels you up, except leveling up from 1 to 4 is a lot quicker, obviously. Now, considering how long some of those levels actually ran on for, you tend to level up to level 4 and then obviously don't level up anymore. Like, at least, no, at most, halfway through the actual level until you're done, because you actually level up really quickly that way. I just prefer codex rules being on, because you might as well have all your weapons unlocked and available, because if you don't like the Stormbolter and you want to use something else, it's probably locked at level 1. It means you have to use the portals all the time to change your stuff, and that's just kind of annoying. So codex rules, I'd rather have them on, because you might as well start at the highest level. You just might as well. So we're going to host a game, and of course anyone can join in on me if they want to, if they know the password, which of course if they know who I am, they'll know what that password is. So, select our class. Well, we're going to be playing solo, so first things first, we did the first 3 levels, I believe. So let's do 4, 5, and 6. I might switch that out later on with the difficulty, but for now, let's just start as the Apothecary. Because soloing as these guys is ridiculously hard. Oh boy, is it ridiculously hard. However, at least with this guy, not only have I upgraded him a hell of a lot, but he's got the healing. That's what you need. You need the healing. So the cooldown is actually, like, increased a hell of a lot if you switch these out, so we're going to keep the Narthesium on. And the Stormbolter, which is our main favourite weapon and is fully upgraded. So, there we go. And ready up, start the game. And of course you can have up to 4 people playing with you in multiplayer, whereas in the AI, you had you and your 2 buddies, and that was it. I don't know why it's like that. I'm guessing just because it's probably going to make the game a bit too easy if you have like a full team all the time. So it also encourages you to play the multiplayer, because if you can have just more people there, it's just more fun, I guess. And probably a bit easier. And my phone is charged. Right. What's up? Because I can click deploy,
Brothers,
but
you're being sent back
won't deploy
to
straight away.
in order to complete
Usually
an
everyone
urgent
has to
expedition.
click that they're ready,
Bring glory
and then
to
it'll
the
just take you
chapter.
into the next section.
Liar.
However, because it's just me, it's expecting that what's probably going to happen is other people need to load in. But of course, no they don't, because it's just me right now. So we're going to have to wait another 30 seconds, and then we'll actually just drop in. So, this is the map. Now, this is a very simple map. It is the most simplest map in the game. As far as getting around goes, it can be a bit complicated getting over here, though. So fortunately, we don't have to go there, because you have to go up sets of stairs, through all the sewers and stuff just to get out. I don't like being over there at all. However, we have spawned next to a relic, which is right there. As for where the other ones are, I think there's one in this... Oh, checked us out there. I think there's one in that room there I was just going to, and some nearby ones. And we're, of course, ready to go, so... Just double check we are ready to go, right? Yeah, we've got everything we need. Okay. Let's do this. So, don't mind if I do. I'll take that. Alright then, so... What is our first mission? Force field is impeding its progression. Deactivate it to clear their route. Now, I get the feeling we won't actually have to use all of these relays to be deactivated. I think There is a section in the main campaign where you basically get given the exact same thing, except the difference is you only have to do a certain number of them. Now, the disadvantage I have here is there's only a certain amount of damage I can put out. So while these aliens are basically stuck this way... Oh shit, where did you come from? I'm also in the same situation of trying to push my way out of this section is going to be difficult. Because what I have to do is get out of here so I can actually stop the amount of shit coming my way. So let's do that. Here we go. Because you could just get stuck in that corridor for ages. Right, and we're going to the top one first, so let's go. I'm not going to bother with that door over there because, well, I have to go through there later. I'd rather take advantage of the locks as much as I can. Put the heal charge on. Alright, but you see what I mean? Like, I can't really get past that. But there's a load of exploding ones all over there. Right. What we're gonna do is... knock that down. Oh, shit! I don't know where he came from. Alright, I'm gonna lock this one. And then down we go. Oh, God. Getting into this corridor is gonna be difficult and painful. Oh, you on the other side of the door? Poor little thing. Alright. A lot of stuff coming my way, so let's close that door. There's 2 doors to get in here, and I might as well have one of them closed just to limit the shit coming my way. Now, eventually this thing's going to make its way around, and I'd rather get rid of it first if I can. There we go. Of course, now I need to get into that door. And the reason why I'm not going to lock it behind me is, yeah, I have the disadvantage of... What's he doing? Yeah, I have the disadvantage of stuff can attack me from behind. However, there's also a lot of spawn points in this area. And I'm going to need to close this once I'm done with this section. So that's the reason why you have to be careful what you do. Because, of course, these are the kind of doors where if you lock them, you have to break them to get actually to the side. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, more of you? Really? Yeah, actually completely missed that one. Okay. Bad as I am. Okay. Now, I know what is in these kind of sections. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. He's kind of running around in there. Ah, shit. Alright, I'll go this way then. Oh. Here we go. Alright. There we go. Okay. Still people shooting at me though. And I still haven't had the main issue of this room yet. So let's go and try and activate it if we can. Yeah, this is the problem. Because then those things explode. There we go. Got rid of some of them, didn't it? Yeah, so those things walking, it sounds like someone knocking against the door. They're big and they're heavy. The other thing about playing as Apothecary solo is... What's your number 1 ability for? Nothing. That's what it's for. Okay, so far so good. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's get out of here as fast as we can. Yup. I should have saved my stamina up.
Gene stealers are crawling through the vents. Reactivate the burners to purge the ventilation system.
Oh, I only needed to do one of them? Okay. Now there's a Broodlord in that room somewhere, however, nope. Because I do not have the gun for it. This is another reason why I'm thinking of switching over my health upgrade to the damage one. To give myself armor perforation, because fighting Broodlords is just nigh on impossible. Now I did manage it before, but it's difficult, it takes a long time. You need somewhere good to hide, which I do have, admittedly, but once again, there's tons of spawn points behind you. It gets ridiculously difficult. Shit. For the sake of XP. Come on. So I want to shut that door. Oh god. If you're at any point during the reload and you try and do something else, he instantly cancels the reload, which is kind of annoying. Alright. Door closed. Now, I was expecting to have to go through all the other things here, but we're actually going to need to double back and go through the main door. So I'm going to have to break this again, because we're actually going a completely different route to what I was expecting. I was expecting to make my way all the way down this corridor here, down to the south, but no. Here we go. Now I do not like this big room here because it is of course full of a fuck ton of spawn points. Ow. Oh jeez, here we go. A lot of fighting in this room. I also can't get lost. To make it to the other side. Preferably by not fighting in the majority of it. That's our hardest section yet. Oh, that's a lot of them. There's a lot of them coming at me right now and I do not like it. They're all spitting acid at me, which hurts. This is the thing, when they actually spit the acid and stuff at you, yeah, you take a fuck ton of damage, but it doesn't happen very often. Like, I always think about what does the most damage and what actually do I get hit by the most, which is why I went for the rocket one. Take 50% less rocket damage, because turrets do it, the mutated humans do it, and of course, it's a lot harder to dodge. Yes, I came all the way over here because I wanted a relic, which is in this corner. Also a good place to fight some of the Broodlords if they actually come at you from here. Alright. Onwards we go. I've got another situation here. Which one do I want to do? Let's lock both. Lock this one. Hopefully I don't have to go back in that room again. Shit, I can hear that. Oh, it's behind me. Ow. Watching this is on the hardest difficulty. There we go. A lot of spawn points in there, so let's just lock the doors as we go past. So just reduce the number of people coming from behind, which is a lot more useful than you think. Yeah, we just need is right up here. I need to activate something there. Hang on, so it's come out of the spawn point in a sec. Don't mean you. Oh, hello. Yeah, he's going to take cover if we can. Make sure he's dead. Okay, I just want to check my map. Give me a second. Okay, we do actually need to go into the next section, okay. Oh, hello. Now we need to fight our way there. Playing solo is not easy, but on the plus side, I don't have to worry about anyone else other than myself. That's the advantage. Alright, that's one. There we go. You have to be very careful about yourself, though, because you don't have anyone to actually look after you, either. That's the difference. Yeah, there's something behind me, I know. Which did no damage to me, oddly enough, but okay. I won't complain. That did damage to me, it was nowhere near me. Their explosion radius is huge. Okay, we have to activate this one, which is probably the exact same thing. There we go. Nice and simple mission. Probably done.
Xenos are currently in possession of a consignment of materials paramount to the Deathwing. Recover it and bring it back to the bridgehead.
Have to go all the way back that way. Okay, fortunately I didn't lock all of the doors, just most of them. There's relics that way, fuck's sake. Okay, okay. Off we go. Now, if you want to be very tactical about this, what you can do is look at what the next mission is and go, right, what weapon should I use the most? Like, for example, fighting my way back through these corridors, I could go, okay, give me the redemption, because it's a shotgun, which would be brilliant in these close quarters areas. But because I haven't upgraded both weapons, it's probably best I just stick with my Stormbolter for now. Something behind me. Ah, those sorts of things aren't on your mini-map. Well, a good thing I chose that way then, isn't it? Okay, as in this way the first time. The Stalker nearby, he's probably still in the spawn point, he hasn't jumped down yet. Could be waiting for me to go past so he can attack from behind, but... don't see anyone. And yes, I did, like... close both of these, but it's okay. The main spawn point they're going to come from is right there, so... okay. Wait, what do I actually have to do? On the plus side, I'm going to stand right here. It has great cover for me. As long as I don't still die from it. Just for safety. Alright, at least from here I've got a good line of sight on them. If things go wrong, just keep moving back. Because this is the only way into this little section here. That's a thorax swarm. Damn. Now here they can only attack me one at a time, so... I'm not liking the look of my health either. See, there may just be bees, but that could still potentially kill me. I'm not careful. Get some more health in a few seconds. Hopefully that should top me up enough. Oh, okay. We're managing it. Now, it's a lot nicer to do like the solo missions on normal, because if you do it on hard, you die so much, and you don't want to see me like restarting games all the time, so at least on the normal mode, we're finding it a challenge. Now, I might up it to hard, because there's 4 difficulty settings: easy, normal, hard, and what the fuck are you doing? It's not what they're called, but that's essentially what it is. I could always show you the difficulty of that. So I think before I actually up the difficulty to hard, I'll show you the hardest setting first. Ow. Because you might be interested to know just how you can actually speedrun the XP on this game, leveling up. Because there is a way to do it, but it's not as much fun as actually doing the missions. Definitely not. Because I figured out an easy way of doing it. But yeah, I prefer just doing the missions. It's a lot more fun. Well, so far so good. Alright. Nearly done with this mission. Come on. Now, one thing I thought about this game is the torch is actually really crap. I mean, there's it off, which is notably darker. There's it back on again. That doesn't light things up very much. You know what I have that's a lot better than that? This. You're thinking, what is that? That's tiny. You can barely fit a battery in it. It fits a AAA battery in it, and that's it. Look at that. Okay? Like, I have this torch in my room in case, like, there's a power outage, or I need to, like... I don't know, I need to, like, look under my bed or something for stuff. But I've got that, like, for emergencies. It's just on my desk because, well, I'm either in my bed, which is just there, or I'm at my desk pretty much all the time in this house. So I've got that for emergencies. And it's just really need to use stuff like that. That is a better torch than this one. It is way better. Seriously. Where am I? Oh no.
I will go ahead. Follow me.
Oops, what am I doing? Seal it off. Okay, that's actually going to be a quick one, because you have... Oh, place something. Okay. Now, the last time I did a mission that was like this, I had to seal off an area. I had to destroy these two parts of it, which closed a gigantic door. It's a very quick mission to do. But... we're not doing a quick mission, are we? Placing two charges, which hopefully won't take too long. Oh dear. Blockades. Piece of advice, look where you're going quickly first, then start doing the whole walk backwards thing. This is how you have to fight a lot of the time, is you need to make progress, plus you also need to fight whatever's coming at you, so... And sometimes you need to run from the bees, but I have no stamina on me, so I kind of can't. Yeah, I think it's a campaign where there's an actual relic there, but not on this. There's different spawn locations for that kind of stuff here, I think. Alright. It is worryingly quiet. Why is it so quiet? There's stuff coming for me. Boom! And rocks fall. Fortunately, not everybody dies. So that would include me.
Another victory for the Emperor's glory. Onward, brothers.
I don't know, I kind of like fighting in this little hovel I've made here. Okay, I want to stay away from those turrets as well. Oh, there we go. Mission accomplished. Nice. Whew. It's tough. It really was tough. Halfway to another level up. So, what I'm going to do, go back to the main menu and just show you the hardest difficulty setting. Because, yeah. Okay. So, simply, I'm going to do it on solo, just to show you just how difficult it is. We shall host a game. Because, of course, you can't change the difficulty setting on playing solo with AI for some reason. So, we've got Disciple, easy. Chapter Champion, normal. Lion's Sword, hard. No Mercy, very hard. Let's do this. And I'll show you on the first mission because it's the fastest one to do this. And Apothecary, we are going to try and do this. Now I have finished one of these solo, but I'm saying that I have finished one of these solo, and I've played a lot of these, so they are not easy. They are not easy, so let's do this. I'm expecting to die very, very quickly, but it depends where it spawns me. If it spawns me in the big circle room, I'm probably fucked. If I'm spawned anywhere else, or at least close to a relic, and I probably won't die that quickly. It's put me in the big circle room, isn't it? The big circle room right in the centre of the map. That's exactly where it's going to put me. Calling it right now. Because I'm a psyker. I know these things. It's exactly where it's going to put me. Oh, you asshole. That is exactly where it put me.
Brothers, you're being sent back to the Alethros in order to complete an urgent extra mission. Bring glory to the chapter.
Any way to move around the map is to zoom in and out in different areas, but there we go. So, we've got a relic there. Off over there where you can't quite see, and in this room there. So we're going to try and complete the missions, but ideally what you want to do is run there, 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 and there. That's an easy 2000 XP, plus the extra XP you get from just doing the mission. However, we might get a mission that sends us over there, so obviously we're going to be going a different direction. Because if you go over here, you then have to double back. So, here we go. Now, something I've learnt, you don't want to run into this, because if you do, you'll start with how much stamina you used up. We need to run straight away. So where are we going?
Shipment of phosphex so our tech adepts can determine its purity.
It is in fact sending me in the one direction I did not want to go. Thanks, game. And I want to get through this way really fast because look how many spawn points there are. And just quickly, yep, we need to get past all of these. Oh my god. If I've tried to go through this at any other point in the game, I have died immediately. I've never made it through these. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, fuck you. Let me through, please. I need to close this door really badly. Oh, there's too many of them. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm basically dead from this one. Unless, come on, 1, 0. Before I actually got there. You see what I mean, though? However, look how much XP I got from just starting and immediately dying. Hopefully on the second attempt, I at least want to put a decent attempt into this before I actually try it on hard, which is what I'm actually going to be trying it on. Again. Because, yeah, I clicked restart. However, restart does not mean you get the same location or the same mission. It's just randomly putting you back in again.
Bring glory to the chapter.
And, of course, you can spawn up here. Here. And here. I think there might be one other location, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I've never spawned over here, which is where you actually start on the campaign. You spawn right there. So, here we go. Just see how this goes, and then I'll actually put it on hard mode and actually hopefully not get shredded. But yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I was actually trying it on in the past couple of days. Because yeah, you get loads of XP for it, but it's good practice. Because you have to play it kind of differently. Because like running through all those spawn locations was probably a bad idea. What I should have done is gone up here and then like through here, which is a bad place to actually enter the level in, but you know. Because if you go in that room lower down, it's actually a bad spot. But
the sensorium has detected
here we go. Where are we going now?
Repositories of law. We cannot let our foes get their hands on this.
Destroy. Where is it?
Better to burn the records to ashes.
Oh, there's 3 locations. Okay, there's actually one right here. It's good for me. Just damage that enough so it's gone. That's a broodlord, you asshole. Fuck. Could you not?
Move to the square. Move to the square.
Would you not? 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 Okay, this is one thing I don't like. I got hit, which takes me out of the map. At the same time, I pressed the map button to take me out of the map, which means I got hit, went out of the map, because I pressed the button at the same time, it then puts me back into the map. That happened several times and I died. Well, because I wish if you got hit when you're in the map, you should stay in the map. That's your own fault for being there. God, that really annoys me. Okay, a different spawn location. Because, I mean, that wasn't that difficult. All I needed to do was then to run through here, like close that door there. I would have been alright, but nope. Kept chucking me back into the map. Okay. However, this is a lot easier. This is a lot easier. This is the easiest spawn location on the map, so let's at least not get shredded. I said that last time, didn't I? Oh boy. Oh boy. But 2.5 hours in, try and do something, shall we? Also, I don't know about you, but I've been getting a fuck ton of emails recently because they're all about, let me change your privacy settings or whatever. Of course, that new law came in recently, everywhere in the EU with data protection. And of course, it's now a meme, so yeah, there we go. That too. Alright. In case you're wondering, I'm drinking lovely flavoured water from Iceland. As in the shop, not the actual place. I doubt that's where it's actually from. I think it's not actually labelled Iceland, but Iceland is a good place to buy food. And drink, it is nice and cheap. Right, where am I actually going? There, okay. Now that's an area where I have to check around. However, this is the thing. Anyone in here? No. This is the thing. There is 2 relic locations I'll be going through before I actually get to where I'm going. So we're just kind of standing in here. Alright. Now, no one can knock these down other than you. The AI doesn't do that. However, there is guys on this side of here. They've already run off trying to figure out how to get to me because they can't. Here we go. Some of them behind me, but I want to get into this relic room. Go to you. And I'll take my relic. Thank you. And then we need to get out of here. And run for it. I have enough stamina to do this, so gotcha. Oh fuck. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, there we go. Oh shit. Oh, didn't do that fast enough. What I almost did was I almost had enough time to lock the door and then immediately heal myself, which would have fixed that problem, but yeah, because of course if you stop locking the door, the one on the other side would just open it. So anyways, let's try and do that on hard. Let's actually put that in. But yeah, that is me basically showing you the hardest difficulty setting, which is ridiculous. I am of course by myself making it even harder, but it's doable. So host a game. This is just in case anyone on my my followers list wants to jump in. I don't mind that. Alright, play it on hard. Play it on the same map as before. Actually, I'm saying that now. If we've done these now, I'll play on one of my favourite maps. I'll play on number 5 and I'll put number 6 on there, just as the next one. Select my class. We are, of course, soloing as Apothecary. It's the only one I can actually solo on. And start. Oof, okay. This is going to be tough, but it's noticeably easier than what I was on before. Caliban's Will. I think, yeah. My favourite map is Caliban's Will and Rogue Trader. Those are the two ship maps I actually like. This one has a big open, all with spaceships in it. They look more like aircraft, to be honest, but... Anyways. You actually kind of see them from over here. That's where they're actually located.
You're being sent back to the Alethros in order to complete an urgent
Can I scroll back over here, please?
Bring
Thank
glory to the chapter. For the lion.
So... Unfortunately, we're not in this room here, which has 2 relics in it. Literally 2 relics. It'd be nice if it told you what your first mission was from here, but it doesn't. I have killed a Broodlord on the toughest difficulty setting in this room. I think that's the only time I've ever killed a Broodlord on the hardest difficulty setting, because fortunately I haven't actually had many around here. There's also another relic down there. And in that corner over there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 I've just mentioned, and the 5th one that I know of is here. But I forget how many relics are on the map. Oh, yeah, don't sprint, don't sprint. It doesn't show your stamina here, but you do actually use it up if you sprint to the portal. You're going to need to run from the get-go, so...
We have discovered that invaluable manuscripts.
Oh, and there's the other one. Right, there's 6 relics I know of on this map.
Somewhere on board. You must recover them at all costs.
Oh yes, we're going to relic room. Okay. Shit. Yeah. I see how it is. No spawn locations in here. I'm actually going to try and do this as quickly as I can. They're already appearing. Don't mind me, turret. Don't mind me. I want to close this door really quick. Oh, don't last cannon me. Oh, that hurt. I'm clearly very lucky. Alright, that's what we needed pretty badly. Okay, off over here. Fortunately, those humanoid ones don't seem to be able to lock or unlock the doors. Okay, we can hold this for a second, but not long. Right, well, I've got the time. We want to go through that next room and then on to the next one after that. Okay, so we're going to go left at the end of here. But I don't need to lock this behind me. Okay, that's a lot better. Alright, I don't see anyone else. Oh, they're over here, aren't they? Hey, how's it going? Chuck these at me. Don't have any stamina. Come on. There's a lot of spawn locations in this room, I have noticed. Right, and where do we want to go from this? We want to go down here. So we're going to use the stairs to go down. And off we go. Okay. I'm already tense. I don't know about you guys. Oh, hey. You opened a door for me. That was nice of you. Oh, the number of spawn locations in this room is painful to look at. There's 4 that we can lock. Right, it's not too bad at the moment. Also, I forget where the turret is in this room. Oh, there it is. Ow, fuck! Let's not get plasma cannon from the beginning. Come on. Oh, jeez. Come on. I'm beginning to wonder if the reason why my my left click is starting to break is because I'm just holding it down so goddamn hard because I'm expecting it to shoot faster and harder if I do it that way. I don't know. Did you ever playing consoles as a kid? Did you ever press the buttons harder to try and make it do more of what you're trying to do? Because that's not how it works, but goddamn, that's how you tried it. Right, major relic. Ah, you missed. You missed. See what I mean? Just by moving around, you can actually dodge that stuff. There's so many fucking things in this room. Right, let's close this one. Gone from 6 to 4 already. Manuscripts. I think this might be mission complete. It's probably more, there's more than one, because of course there's 2 right here. Oh, there's a big guy behind me, isn't there? There's another one. There he is. How did you turn up over there? It's got a gas thing on. Oh, that hurt. Okay, mission complete. So, things I don't actually have to use that. We'll get the other relic in here and find out what the next mission is. Oh, we're going that way. Okay. So all the ones I've locked kind of wasted, but let's at least lock these 2 here. The reason why I say that is quite simply because, well, if I ever need to come back through here, or if I'm ever nearby here, nothing can get out that spawns in there. And of course the other relic that's in this room. I'll take that. It's a brain in a canister. It's not always the same each time. It's always a relic there, but it's not always the same relic, I don't think. Yeah, brain in a canister. Shit, it's one behind me as well. Oh, damn. But do you know what I'm also going to do? Seeing as this is like lockable and unlockable, let's lock this one as well. This room has got significantly more peaceful since I've come in here. Alright. Okay. To run all the way around now. There's that big door over there for more stuff to get through, but okay, that's actually the first time I've ever got that mission. Picking up all sorts of different bits of information around the room. Because yes, you can actually have a search the area one. There's 2 different ones I know of. There's one we have to find a grimoire in the room, and there's one we have to find one of something else. I forget what it is, but that's the first time it's like search the area for multiple little things like that. Oh yeah, it was search it for a particular type of material in the room. I forget what it actually called. It was like promethium or something stupid. Alright, that's where we're going. And that's just the door we should have locked already. Oh god, hurry, hurry, hurry. Now, on the easier settings, those guys are pretty much useless, but as soon as you play it harder and harder and harder, they get more accurate and they do more damage, which means they constantly shoot you in the head. And oh boy, does that hurt. Come on. Let's get rid of that turret. Again, don't have armor perforation on this weapon, so it takes a long time to shoot them down. Oh no, no thanks. No thanks. Fortunately, I had enough stamina to get this far, and then we're going to lock them out. Like, I may need to come back through there, because I don't know where the cat's going to go. Oh, boy. Okay, there we go. Fortunately, it's not on this side. Where are you actually going to go? Hopefully this way. Because now, that is a kind of door that cannot be opened in any way. That's just locked permanently. Is that you? Just knock all this stuff over. Oh, he wants to go that way. Now the downside of this is because I know he wants to go this way, I'm just going to have to open the door again, otherwise... Oh, it's blocked one. I thought it was a reopenable one. My bad. But yeah, sometimes when you come up to a door and it's locked, he kind of looks at it and goes, oh, he'll then go over there. Oh, hello. Good thing I was trying to explain that. He then kind of will go like halfway down here, then turn around, then come back. Once he realises that there's actually no best way to go, as it were. But, there was a relic nearby over there. Was there? No, okay. Oh, fuck. casually look at my map either. Ah. Oh, God, every side. Where is that coming from? You, isn't it? I don't know what's with them. Like, sometimes I've just seen them standing there and like, as if they were stuck to a wall or something. Of course, sometimes they just charge at you, so I don't know. Still got some bug fixes to do in this game, haven't you? This one I actually... Did I lock this one? Yeah, I did. God. As for what route he takes, there are 7 different locations cats can spawn in here, and cats can go to. Oh! I didn't press my number 2 fast enough, oh well. But there we go. It's kind of getting to the time where I should actually have some other stuff to do, because I've got D&D this evening, so I'll do a few more missions, and then that'll be me done. However, let's go out to the main menu, because I should have enough to upgrade a cooldown timer. So, customize Rewards of Valor. A new skin for the Crimson Crozius. Okay, and some renown. Right, if I back up, have I got enough? I do, okay, but let's just go to the Chaplain. So look at his melee weapon. Crozius Arcanum, by default, it looks like this. Oops. And we're going to make it look like, where's more? Crimson Crozius, so... red? That's what it looks like now. Be nice if it was brighter, wouldn't it? I don't know, I don't like it. I'll throw the default one. And there we go, right. Oh, should have gone and set my class, shouldn't I? Okay, so Apothecary, right. What we have enough for now is one of these. Now, cooldown reduction. Auto heal is the self heal. Skill heal is healing others, and that is the one I'm going for. I know you haven't actually seen me use it so far, apart from when it's healing allies, but if I'm playing with other people, that's something I'm going to need. So, there we go. Okay, so there we go. That should now be, I actually did the maths here, that's gone from a 60-second cooldown to a 48-second cooldown, so that's quite quicker. So now I've got a 48-second healing others, a 55-second healing myself, and still on a 70-second AoE heal, so there we go. Now is there anything else I actually need here? I've got the skin I want, and admittedly that one is quite cool, I just think his face looks fucking ridiculous. If that had a helmet on it, I would have gone for it, but nah. Plus, if you're actually like covered in bright armor, it's a lot easier for people to see where the apothecary is. Cooldown reduction, got it. Effects, got it. Got the missile damage. Effect booster, got it. Torch color. Cold, warm. I don't know what these do apart from just changing to a cold colour, which is why I think it's probably blue since it's by default white. Then warm. The thing is that it doesn't really actually have much of an effect on anything, so I'm just going to leave it as the white one, which means armour wise we actually don't have any more upgrades to do for my good old apothecary, so let's just focus back on the weapons for a bit. Stone Bolter, I've got a skin, that's fine. Okay with that. The Amplifier, I did a check on that one, don't like it, so I'm going to stick with the bio ones. Zooms, no, I already have a... Excuse me. I already have like a sniper scope on this thing, which is really weird. Also, don't you think it's weird that the actual like optical module goes on his gun? You might think no, but if you consider how Terminators actually use their guns, they never bring them up to like aim in like that. They just hold them at hip fire at all times. Because the way Terminators actually use their guns is there's basically a sight checker on the front. In fact, you can see it there. There's a sight checker on the front, which then shows up on their like their visual radar, so they already know where their gun is pointing. That's like an advanced piece of tech that does exist in our real life, but it's a bit fancy. So and it only works at certain ranges anyway. So, but that's what Terminators have. That way they don't actually need to always look down the scope to aim properly. But in this game, that's how it is. I could add a... Oh, this is really pissing me off. I don't know why it actually does this. You never did this in the base game. Have you noticed how it's loaded everything up apart from this top bit here? Tell you what, let's just fix it for a moment. Let's put that on for a bit. Okay, so we just put that on for a bit. And it'll get there eventually. Get back to it later. But this is the default skin, which is by default red, but it's got like fancy, I don't know, like guys in cloaks or something down the side. It looks a bit stupid if you ask me, but nobody's asking me, so there we go. Okay, that ain't gonna fix it anytime soon. But we can actually put one of these on, which I know we actually can't afford any of these, because I think the one I actually like the most is that one. Because that one looks kind of weak around like the base, doesn't it? It looks like it might snap off if anything. That one looks like a proper one, but then again, you don't actually hit anyone with these, so I don't know. Emblem-wise, that covers up the good old symbol of the Emperor for some other stuff. If that was a white skull, then maybe, but why is it like a dark black skull? I don't know. I think I'll keep my points. And now I'm at a stage where I might start upgrading other weapons that I might use. Because the Redemption is a good gun. Also, yeah, again, by default, this is all blurred up. And then, this is what the other skins look like. There's a red one. Yeah, Fury of the Lion. This is an awkward setting where I actually don't really know which ones are red and which ones are green. Okay. That was a kind of white one. That looks actually quite cool. Now, we can't get this one. I'm just considering what's down here. Now, there's the bioscanner, which we're going to get, of course. Never going to zoom in on a shotgun, so there's no point. But, just looking at that, that's the damage increase. Recoil, this gun has hardly any recoil anyway. However, accuracy. This is why you should always check. Don't always go for the damage, because the damage increase on that is actually decent. Now, if you actually look how much we've got already, the damage increase from the ability I have on my armor, that's a good damage increase. But that, look at that accuracy increase. That's huge. So I'll definitely get that accuracy increase there. Emblems on the side. It'll be this side, won't it? Let's see. Hang on. Can we... Can't rotate it any round. Well, we can only rotate it like left and right. We can't rotate it like turn it like that. Let's see. We've got something. Symbol of the Emperor on there. Nice. Skulls or more skulls. Okay. Kind of disappointing, actually. I think that's everything. Then, of course, there's the ones you'd probably buy first, which is reliability and high capacity. Saying that, clip size of 20 is actually pretty good. But yeah, it might be that one next, and of course, the accuracy one is just huge. It's one of those things, like, I don't really use these other guns because Stormbolter is actually pretty good, but I think it's probably a good gun to get because its damage. Let's see if I compare it to Stormbolter. Oops. Stormbolter does do more damage by default. That's a good point. It does more damage by default? Huh. And of course, the Redemption doesn't fire as fast, but I did not know the Stormbolter was more accurate. Not more accurate, more damaging. As for the Hellfire, well, that does a fuck ton of damage. That's got anti-armor on it as well. These have no anti-armor on at all. Now this gun is already a beast, but let's see what else it's got. Now it's got the same writing all the way down, which I don't even like the look of, so I think I'll probably just keep it as the default. There's actually quite a lot of things on here where I think the default skin is actually better. Obviously we get the same optical module. And now damage. It's already a big increase. Recoil doesn't really have much recoil at all. You have to test these guns out first. The big heavy guns like the assault cannon and the is it the Renegade or the Revenge or something? That has a huge amount of recoil. It's ridiculous. However, this is something this doesn't have very much of, is accuracy. Believe it or not. That's not a very accurate information about how accurate it is. It is not that accurate. It's not much, so yeah, I probably would actually go for more damage on that. Emblems. Exactly the same as the Stormbolter, and then there's the same modules as well. Now the thing is about this one is it doesn't do as much damage, it doesn't actually fire that much more, and it's less accurate. So I don't know, it's basically just a worse weapon. It's like, look what weapon we added. It's like, that is just worse. It's just a worse gun. Has no extra anti-armor on it as well, so. The only thing is though, is I will mention, is it a perk? Yeah, this is the Stormbolt, and the Mark II has reduced armor perforation, which is something I might actually switch to just to try it out. So I might just save up for that and just make sure I know which of these two is actually the best, because soloing, that's probably a good one, but yeah, that's a tough one. Alright then, now I've actually done that. Let's go on multiplayer. Actually, hang on, I want to check options a second. Right. Audio, when it comes to voice volume, is that other people's voice here? Huh. Yeah, because I don't think you can actually turn this on and off, can you? Display weapon actual aiming, oh. Because there's nothing on here that actually shows how you talk to other people online. I wonder if they actually can't. Huh. Yeah, whatever, didn't change anything. So, multiplayer, let's go look for a mission. Let's go with some random, shall we? Passworded, no. Codex rules, yes. Why is it showing me ones that are actually full? Huh. Alright, let's jump in. See, this is the thing. I hope me talking just to the stream doesn't end up actually appearing on multiplayer, because that's going to be awkward for everyone. So let's try and connect to whoever this is. What I don't actually like is the... yeah, server's lost connection. Like, I don't like the lack of options on multiplayer connection. Because, for example, I don't actually know what part of the planet they're on. I just know they speak English. So if it's someone in the US, it's no surprise I'm actually losing connection before I even get there. So... Fall's a good map. And of course, trying to find a map takes time sometimes, so let's try and find something. Any time now. Nope, lost connection. I will try it once more. You have one more before I go and just play with the... No, almost said it. I almost said it. I'm going to play a mission by myself. I will not play with myself on stream. Oh, jeez. Okay, right. This is your last chance. And again, this is a complete different selection as before, so... Scourge and Purge, alright. This is your last chance, bear in mind. Nope. I've played this with friends and had zero problems, so if I can host, that's fine. So you know what? Let's host a game. Casual game, no password. And no friendly fire. Oh, we're out of space. I was going to put codex rules on, but never mind. Yeah, I will happily host a game. So let's see if anyone can actually join me, if they actually are going to, you know. What shall we play on? Let's play on number 5, number 6, and then... There we go. That'll do. And let's put it on hard, because why not? Selecting my class. Let's get in there on Apothecary. There we are. We'll wait until another person joins and then we'll just get into it. I've lost my chat on the side there. Oh god, what does Facebook want now? Apothecary? Okay. This is the thing, he's got Caliban's will by the looks of it. It's fine with me. Got my good old Stormbolter, so I'm ready. Alright, well. Just gonna ready up, I think. Seeing as he joined pretty quick, but no one else seems to be jumping in. And of course, people can join as we're playing, so let's get ready. You might want to wait for others, so we shall see. Playing with friends is so much more fun. I mean, I could just start the game, but I want to make sure he's ready, because he might be AFK right now, for all I know. There's someone else. Vuvuzetella? Alright. That's 2 players ready. Saying hello. It's always nice to be polite to people. Alright then. Now they need to ready up. Eventually. Of course, you can't really tell, but it looks like people are standing there doing nothing, but they're probably just selecting who they're going to be. And we have 2 apothecaries on this one. Okay. It's not necessarily bad, but we've got lots of healing, so... Alright. Alright, let's do this. Now, once you've actually selected everything on here, you can't do the customization, but you can pick your weapons and stuff. Once you've actually done that, you then get teleported into the same place as usual, on where you can actually change the stuff from the portal. And you can do any last changes you want in case you want to swap out anything. Other than that, let's get to it. So, we're actually spawning in the
you're being sent back to the Alethros in
the
order
landing
to complete
pad.
An urgent extra mission. Bring glory to the chapter. For the lion.
Now, I don't know all of the artifact locations in this one. Or do I? I can't fucking see what map. I can't look to the right. God damn it. I can't click and drag either. So. Excuse me. I'll get that done and out of the way. Okay, so eventually we're all going in, okay.
The Caliban's will hosted many who had knowledge of the fallen of our chapter.
Access the console, okay.
Is particularly intriguing.
That was weird. It's like, you can't go forward, someone's spawning here. It's like, alright.
And retrieve all of his data.
Just so we can actually have a look. Oh yeah, I do know where all the relics are on this one. Just access the console. Whereabouts is it? Ah, okay. Whoa! Why did I die so fast? Friendly fire is off. I don't know, we got 2 people dead. 3 people dead. 4 people dead. What the hell? How did we die so fast? I know this is on hard. But you just saw me do a mission on hard. So... what the hell happened there? I got nothing. I got nothing. Let's do that again.
Brothers, you're being sent back to the Alethros
Spawning is in the
order
same
to
place.
complete an urgent
Okay, now I can drag
expedition.
around. Thank
Bring
you.
glory to the chapter.
Yeah, we've
For the
got
lion.
relics. Oh, everyone ready? Was ready. Okay. Okay.
By the lion, we have discovered that
Oh,
invaluable
I'm stuck.
manuscripts
There we go.
concerning the Order of Caliban are located somewhere on board. You must recover them at all costs.
Wait, where's our last guy? Did he leave? I can't tell. Okay, well. Search the area, let's see. Right. What the hell? I was not dying this fast before, and it is not on maximum difficulty either. I don't know what is with this, because I've played multiplayer before. It doesn't just suddenly become harder. Visiting to menu. I don't know what's with that. Like, I definitely just had it on hard. Can I host one again? Yeah, friendly fire's off. Put it on normal difficulty, so... disconnected from server, what? I didn't even start a game then. No friendly fire. Codex on. There we go. I'm gonna give this one last try, but we'll actually play it on normal because that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. You know what? I'm gonna fucking oh. The apothecary. Right, I'm actually just gonna start this and get on with it. Because, oh, there's somebody. Because this is the thing, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why we're dying so fast. Because here's the thing, I didn't even die that fast when, guess what? I was playing on the hardest difficulty. So, yeah, I got nothing. I'm just going to start. People can join in as we go. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of a single reason why that would have happened. The only thing I can possibly think of is that none of my upgrades are actually in effect. The thing is, I can tell that they're on my bolter, because the bolter looks different when you acquire them.
Brothers, you're being sent back to the Alethros in order to complete an urgent extra mission.
Yeah.
Bring glory to the chapter. For the lion.
I don't know why you can actually die so fast in multiplayer, because I play with friends and we didn't die that fast. So where? There we go. I was going to say, why is my torch off? Alright, it's good to go.
Brothers, the situation is lost. There are too many of them. You must eradicate this scourge.
Alright, well, it's actually stopped me there. We have to go
Engage the ship's self-destruct protocol.
all the way, directly across. Fantastic.
You will live forever in the glory of the lion.
Can go this way, right?
For the Emperor.
Yeah. Let him do that. We go all the way across there and work our way around that way. This is why I like this thing. Okay, well, all my stuff's on cooldown right now, and there's a reason I upgraded the healing other people quickly as well. Alright. And behind us. Alright. Oh shit. Okay, well. Just in time. Alright, gotta move. To change our route as well.
Move to
where are we
this
going?
point.
Oops. Yeah, I accidentally pressed these things a lot, which is going to be a bit awkward, especially in multiplayer. At least when I'm playing with friends, we're on Discord, so I'm actually just chatting, and if I press that button, well, you can just ignore it. Alright, this is the way around we have to go. Get this done quick. We need to get across this room to the side. I've got the chance. We have to go this way, across the stairwell area, into that. Okay, he's hacking that. Or blocking it, I should say. Oh shit, I just noticed how much health he's on. Be paying attention to that. Wait, what? Alright, this way then. God damn. This is the interesting thing about the game. That's not like that usually. But just because of randomness, it is, because it means like, hey, you know that route you always take? Find a different one. I actually kinda like that effect. Alright, everyone's with. Oh, there he is. There's the guy who just joined us. God damn, there's so many wrecked places in here. I'm guessing one of our objectives is going to be get the hell out of the ship. God damn, we're running out of ideas here. Fortunately, we can go this way. Oh, he's got a flamer, lovely. Well, we're not going to be able to see in the direction you're firing in, so... Okay. Is it really an apothecary leading the way? I think it is. Wait on you guys. Alright. Oh god. You might have the hacking skill. Not entirely sure. Alright. Shit, well we're eventually going to get to where we're going to need to be. Eventually, but this is quite a side route. Quite a side route. Detonation of explosives there. Oh, he's a tactical. Okay, so we got a revive as well. That's good. Having a good team composition is like important. Oh, also blocked. God damn. Making us do a real work around here. Alright, forwards we go. Multiplayer mode is actually fun. It is more fun to play with people, but the issue of playing with randoms is some people might have no idea what they're doing, but these guys seem to be alright, so. Also, I've got to keep an eye on more people's health now, but we'll be fine. Now, it is difficult to actually see them through the fire, but it is doable. Are you kidding me? Both blocked off? Oh my god. It's making it one hell of a route. There we go. Those are really annoying to deal with. Me little shit. There we go. Oh shit. Okay. Now we're nearly in the room where we have to be. Come on. Turret does a lot of damage. It's kind of annoying to try and see how much ammo you've got. Okay, do your activations. That door's also broken, so we can't shut it. That's up for that group heal. Alright, what the hell is this thing doing? What kind of calculation is this? Oh, that's a Broodlord. Which hit me directly. That's not good. Oh, thank God, okay. Yeah, top him up. It's got a quick cooldown now, which is good. Oh dear. Nope. I'm stuck. That nope didn't work out, did it? Saying that, now we have an assault cannon and a flamer, which I think the flamer is actually doing a fuck ton of damage here. Oh, okay. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, another Broodlord. And going for me again. Man down. And you can revive him. We have 2 people who can revive that. So, you know, when you're ready. He has noticed the guy's down, right? And I'm expecting that someone else, as in the person who is dead, will actually mention, by the way.
Follow me, brothers.
That was quick. We only had 1 mission? That's the first time I've only ever had 1 mission. Also, I can't help but notice there's no next here. Why is there no next? I had a whole list of missions set up. What it should do is it should say main menu or next, because it'll go on to the next mission in the queue I set up. Either that or it's just doing it by default now. That's weird. I have done multiplayer before and usually it has the 2 options. I'm also pretty sure you get restart as an option as well, but alright.
Brothers, you're being sent back to the Alethros in order to complete an urgent extra mission.
Yeah, well, I'm good to go,
Bring
so...
glory to the chapter. For the lion!
It does that sometimes. It has displays, but it was -1. Okay, so we've got him with a flamer again. But you, seriously, I hope he actually noticed that the guy was dead next time. And I'm ready to go, so... What the hell is he doing? Apart from staring at the floor. Come on. Okay, he's just changing weapons. Oh my god. Now, unfortunately, this isn't one of those games where I'll just go, ah, fuck it, I'll just walk in without him. Because we kind of need a whole team here. And it's going to get to the point where we actually have a... Because we do actually have a cooldown in this little section here. I don't know how long it is, but it's going to get to a point where it's like 30 seconds left, and then it kicks you out, so... Okay, well... Tempted to just walk out without him, but you know. Oh! He's noticed. Yeah, 30 seconds. Alright, good, because we're leaving. Right now.
The situation is critical. You must sabotage this place and take down as many of these
okay,
abominations
now for some
as
reason,
possible.
the last time we played this,
Move
everything
these
one-shot us, and that was
Reach
only on
further
hard
instruction.
difficulty. So I don't know why that is. So I don't know if it's this level or what, but I've played this level plenty of times on the hardest difficulty and not got one-shotted. Apart from, well, the huge ones. That's just kind of what they do. Ah, he got himself a shotgun, okay. Away from me. See, that's the redemption, the shotgun. That is a good gun. It also gets me confused with the Renegade or whatever the hell the heavy guy's using right now, which is an absolute garbage gun. It's powerful, don't get me wrong, but it's incredibly inaccurate and slow firing, so I just do not like it. And it shakes your screen so much, it hurts my eyes for using it too long. It really does. And when I say shakes my screen, I mean it does that when it fires. It's ridiculous. Now, we can't just stand here shooting everything, otherwise we will be here forever. So, hopefully I can encourage people to get a move on and actually, you know, get some distance from them. Which is awkward as an apothecary, because I'm supposed to stick around next to everybody. Otherwise I won't be able to heal them. Like, that guy's about to die. Where is he? There he is. I should be able to manage. Ow! Quit it. Wait, where did that one come from? Alright, let's get through this door. If someone is going to move on, I'm going to get a move on. Let's get me and that other typhus guy healed. Oh shit, not this again. Now, as interesting as this is, it's just getting a bit frustrating. It's basically changed the direction we can go. Because, of course, by default, that door is not locked. By locked, I mean covered with shit. Sorts of shit. Ow! Right, I'm going for the set of stairs up here if you can't tell. Who is doing that? Oh, I'm gonna die at this rate. You guys back me up. One person is backing me up. That ain't enough. Come on, get a move on. Alright, finally everybody's caught up. Let's keep going. Wow, really? I can't fire over that fucking barrier? Okay. Ow! Sneaky. Come on. See, there we go. There's the door I was going for. You can sprint, you know. There we go. Okay, he loves locking doors. Okay. Gonna wait for him. Also, ow. Kinda hurt. I didn't see where that came from. Who does? Oh, there we go. Just pressed the wrong button. Now the torches are, torches? The turrets, they're actually not too bad to deal with, because you see that one? Because it fires like from the right hand side of the turret. So you've got the angle on it, so I was like firing around the corner there. There we go. Then I could actually shoot at it, but it couldn't shoot at me because the wall was in the way. What is he doing? Now that door is closed, but that is where we need to go, so hopefully it is open. Also, the set of relics is all the way over there, so... Took some time, didn't it? Okay, we just need to be at the other side of this, so... That's blocked off, okay. That's also blocked off. We have to go this way. That's blocked off as well, jeez. Okay. This is the second time we've been given a mission like this. Do you? He's got plenty of health left. Also, don't hit me because of that. Jeez. I'm looking at his health. He had like 2/3 left. Right, come on. Now, either he's locking it or he's not. There we go. Right. Sneak up on me, huh? Wait, where's he going? He's blocked off. Ow! Ah, shit. Oh, hello. Who was in fact taking the long way around. Right, if someone else can actually, you know, get them to fire at it, there we go. Where is he? Right, there he is. Good. a mutual heal for this one.
Move to this point.
Oh. That is the way we need to go. Okay, good. This is the thing, I should probably change these buttons. Like, the amount of times I accidentally press the N button when I actually mean to look on my map is ridiculous. Like, I don't even have fat fingers either, I'm just inept. Oh, jeez. Let's see. On the flip side, those are the best buttons to actually press to try and get people in multiplayer to go where you want them to go. They are very large to actually help, you know. Right. Because we want to go... this way? Yeah, because that one was blocked off, wasn't it? So I want to go this way to go here. Okay. What's that Falcon Guard guy gone? Let's top him up. Alright. Please don't be blocked. There we go. Just about help you on here. You have to bear in mind that you are a very, very large Terminator, and oh god, sometimes you need to stand in the right position so people can actually, you know, shoot at what you're shooting at. It's a busy room, isn't it? Nobody took any damage. Well, got typhus, but we're good. We're good. Alright. Now we need to go left. Now game, don't block us off too much. Are you asshole? Keep on going then. Can't jump to check, but there's much coming at us from that way. There's an explosive one somewhere, I think. Why is it always the heavy weapons guy who dies the most? At least takes the most damage. Like, seriously, how many times have I healed that guy? And with AI as well. Seriously. Now what we want to do is lock this door. So everyone needs to get a move on. Are we near a relic? I forget. I think I can hear some whispering. Just double check. Yeah, they're off to our right. Damn it. Keep everyone topped up. Engage self-destruct protocol. Right, let me get this started, shall I? Alright. Now if Broodlord comes in, we're kinda screwed. I think there's anywhere we can really hide in here. At least if I'm over here, everything's in front of me, right? Oh, fuck me! Oh, thank you for the res. See, at least that time he did it on, you know, when I actually died, whereas the last mission he just kind of left it. Wow. Yeah, these sort of things will one-shot you. We already are normal. It's kind of surprising. Right. Let's try and keep an eye on... Of course, it's reset my cooldowns, didn't it? What's happened? Why can't I shoot? Oh, he's broken my right arm. Oh, fuck. This hasn't happened in a long time. I can't use my gun because my arm is broken. Hey, buddy. Catch up with everyone else. Right, I can heal other people, which I will do. Because that arm works. Literally tore my arm off. Okay, there we go. That hasn't happened to me in a very long time. Oh, we lost someone again. Damn, these things are a pain in the ass. Where's Typhus? Where's he going? Come on. There we go. Saved you. Oh no. This is the sort of part of the game where either you have a plasma cannon or you're really good at blocking. I don't fit into any of those categories. You just panic and run away. Okay, that's the second time it's only ever given us one mission, which I think is quite odd. But okay. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, so whichever mission I do next is going to be the last one. So, time remaining. Also, that's the thing, we didn't actually get much XP for that. Like, that's not the amount of XP you get. That's the amount of healing I did. So I only just got over 2,000 XP for doing that. Like, you can level up so much faster by playing this game solo. And I'm not just saying that because, like, my teammates were slow moving around everywhere, it's just, you just get more XP.
Brothers, you're being sent back to the Alethros in order to complete an urgent extra mission. Bring glory to the chapter. For the
It's not a map I really know that much about, so off we go. It's not, you know, stand around for ages. Somebody quit out. Okay, we can do it 3-player. So you are a melee, and you are heavy. So we no longer have a revive. Hang on, he might be changing again. Might go back to tactical, seeing as that guy's gone. Give him a sec. Ah, Spear of Caliban, okay. Yeah, that's the thing, we didn't really have a huge anti-armor thing for the Broodlords, so it'd take a long time to actually destroy. Gotta get moving. Come on and load me in, please. There we go. Wait, what? Hang on. It took me a moment, but yeah, we loaded into the
and help them.
fucking thing again. Right, so we're going straight down. Okay. Now, ideally, the assault guy should be leading the way, but I'm the only one who seems to get a move on, so there's a relic in the next room. Read it. Oh yeah, still on cooldown, isn't it? Hey, big fella. Well, oh, that's why. I was going to say I can't actually get to... Oh, yes, there he is. Oh yeah. He loaded it in quite a while ago, so he needs to get a move on. Which I will assist him in doing, but... Oh boy. Ow. Yes, there we go. Yeah, lock that door. I'm pretty sure there was actually just a relic in here. Yeah, there's a relic in there somewhere, but I don't actually know where it is. So yeah, let's just get and move on with the mission. Okay. don't like how they can jump over you. It's really annoying. Alright, let's keep on going. Wait, do we definitely go right or left? Left. Come on. This is their problem. They do a lot of standing still while they shoot. Well, they need to move and shoot at the same time, otherwise they aren't going to make progress. They have this bad thought of, well, we'll just stay here until we kill all of them. This isn't Left 4 Dead. So they're going to keep spawning, which they do in Left 4 Dead at times, but a lot of the time in Left 4 Dead you can actually just clear an area out. Oh my god. Let's keep the reviving guy alive. Oh dear, yeah, you're actually running out. I'm on cooldown. Come on. It's 2 down. There we go, goddamn. Alright, we need to go that way, zigzag. Wait, which one is it? You, hang on. There we go. Now, we don't need to lock every single door behind us, you just do it every now and then. Okay, you want to go that way? You can go left or right, doesn't really matter. Alright, here we go. I heard that, there's a turret in here somewhere. Oh, no, I can't shoot him. Okay, he locked the door, nice, good job. Come on. I don't know about you, but for some reason I'm just thinking about pasta right now. How badly I want to eat it. Okay, this, I think it spawned a broodlord, like, behind us somewhere. So I can hear one. Quite clearly hear one. Oh shit, that was all behind us, wasn't it? Okay, you're also killing my frame rate, just so you know. There's the broodlord. Now, in case you're wondering why it took me so long to actually do that, I'm also noticing how slowly his damage is going down, because he's a melee guy, he takes a lot less damage from the broodlord. So I need to wait until he's actually on like a low amount, and then I actually use the healing. So if I just use it straight away once he's taken one hit... Oh god, I fucked up in the corner. Yeah, because if he's only just taken one hit, then he's not going to take... Well, he's only going to heal like a little bit, and then he's topped off, isn't he? Then he's just going to get hit again, he's going to start going down. There we go. And where is he? Let's top him off. Ooh, lots of guys coming this way. Yeah, the most annoying spawn point is actually the one off to our side there. I'm not looking at right now. All sorts of shit comes up from that one. Hello. I see you hiding down there. Yeah, he was going to go down. I had no cooldown on that one. Plus we've got the revive as well, which is good. It's good stuff. 16 seconds till I can heal again. Oh jeez, okay. Yeah, I made you shoot into a wall. How'd you like that? Myself off as I can. People are actually not doing too bad for health. But top you off there. I think he has a lot more health than I do anyway. Alright. Still that guy, I think he's like down there somewhere. Like he just pops off a shot every now and then. He's like, oh, we're good, we're good. It's like, don't do that. Just topping off everybody. And we're nearly done. We are nearly done. Oh.
The presence of a Corporaptor Primus, a brood lord, has been detected.
Okay, for once we're actually being given more than one mission. Alright. However, we need to go kind of back where we came.
Move to this point.
Now I can actually hear a relic somewhere, but then again I'm not too familiar with this map, so I'm not entirely sure where it is. I think it might be just over there, but again I don't know for sure, so... See, those two are still together, and I'm actually just standing next to this guy, so he can hit anything that's like right next to me. Stay next, it's a lot easier to actually, you know, give people a big hint about where they're supposed to be going. Oh, he's already got that. Alright. Guys need to move. Really do. And I have another 30 minutes and then I could order my food because I'm off to D&D. But I have a takeaway. This is the kind of thing we actually like lock the doors behind you, so... Yeah, the relic's off over there, but oh well. Locking the door for me. Hang on, is he grabbing the relic? Needs to be careful, but I'm actually going to leave him do his thing, because if he's going to get killed over there, I'm not going to follow him. He's got the relic, okay. But good job running and grabbing it, though. Oh god, he's got a lot of stuff following him. Oddly enough, he hasn't taken the most damage. He's actually taken the least amount of damage. For now, at least. Alright, we all good? Okay, there we go. Still hearing relic noises, so I'm guessing it's just off to the left. It's kind of obvious that it's in here, isn't it? Yeah, you can go grab that. Alright, now, again, you don't need to unlock any doors. Lock any doors, I should say. Until... oh, fuck. Actually in there. Yeah, just come in here and then lock this door. Come on. Where'd that come from? Seriously, I don't like how far you zoom in with these guns. I really don't. Hey, I made him drop his gun. That's something. Yeah, you stay away. Sneaky little bugger, come here. I can actually shoot through there, okay. Okay, well, Eliminator's on the rules here. There's also 2 turrets somewhere. Fuck. Oh no! It's a fucking Broodlord. He's got enough for a res. I know you do. Now it'd be fantastic. Yeah, there we go. Good job. Ah, fuck. That's the thing. I just get one-shotted by that guy. And of course his resurrect is on cooldown now, so they're not going to get any healing. I don't think we got this. Because, realistically, if we had communications, I'd just tell everyone to actually just run to somewhere a lot safer, but that's a mission failed. Alright, that's me done. I don't think I can really get in another mission for sure before I actually have stuff to do. So of course I got my D&D to go to. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed some Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition, because that was really good fun to play. So, we only gained a couple missions from that, so we haven't gained a huge amount of renown points, but there you go. So I might stream some of this tomorrow. Not entirely sure what we're doing tomorrow, so that's a maybe. Not entirely sure if I'm going to be streaming this, or if I'm going to be streaming some Deus Ex, or if I'm going to be streaming maybe some Gary's Mod or something like that. We'll find out later, but the next stream I will be doing will of course be Deus Ex on Mondays. So hopefully you'll be joining me then, and have a good weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, so make the most of it. Good night.